Hello, everybody! It's another Monday morning. So, of course, another live stream on the channel, JJ Prime Reviews. And we've got a lot of Transformers news recently. And a lot of those news are very exciting. Very, very exciting. And I can't wait to show it off to you guys. And I know that this week is an official reveal of some figure. I think it's probably the Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime that's going to be revealed this week. But let us take a look at the leaked image of the upcoming. It's coming up very soon. It is the upcoming Studio Series 86 Commander Class Optimus Prime. Look at that. Let's look at a clearer image. Look at this. Look at that image. Look at this figure here. Look at that figure. Dude! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Peoples! You don't know what this figure is doing to me right now. You don't know. You literally don't know. Man, this figure. Oh, it looks fantastic. Absolutely freaking fantastic. You know, just like what they did with Studio Series 86 Commander Class Ultra Magnus, they literally they just gave Ultra Magnus a brand new mold and not use the Kingdom Siege mold anymore because the Kingdom Siege Ultra Magnus mold was kind of outdated, apparently. And it is the same thing here because this is not in any way, shape, or form, this is not a retool of Earthrise Prime. If you all thought that this was going to be a retool of Earthrise Prime, your expectations were wrong, man. Your expectations were wrong because this is a brand new mold. It is literally cartoon accurate. It looks like an like a downsized version of Masterpiece 44 Optimus Prime, and you can see him just sitting down and playing a piano. And I think that's just ridiculous. But hey, he is the piano man. He can play the piano. Oh my gosh, he can play the piano. But hey, it's a thing that he can do, I guess. I don't know, but yeah, this is a figure that I am very excited for, and I really hope they release him with his trailer. And if they do release him with his trailer, the trailer needs to be bigger than the Earthrise version. Needs to be better made. Needs to be better mold, better sculpting, better paint, and it needs to come with the command deck inside the trailer. It needs to come with the battle axe. It needs to come with the gun. It needs to come with the matrix. It needs to come with the roller and everything. It needs to come with everything that G1 Optimus Prime included. So yeah, considering that there is the Legacy United Deluxe Class G1 Optimus Prime, and of course there's this Studio Series 86 Commander Class Optimus Prime coming out. I think those two Optimus Primes are gonna be my last. They're gonna be my final mainline G1 Optimus Primes, because after I buy Legacy United G1 Optimus Prime and Studio Series 86 Commander Class Optimus Prime, I'm done with G1 Prime. I'm not gonna buy anymore. I'm done with G1 Prime because this Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime is gonna be my definitive mainline G1 Optimus Prime, and after that, no more G1 Primes. I'm done. I'm done with G1 Prime after this Prime. Give me other primes, okay? I'm done with G1 Prime after this one. Okay, I'm done. I'm literally done. So yeah. So after this G1 Prime, after I get this G1 Cartoon Accurate Prime from Studio Series 86, the only Optimus Primes I'm looking to get are the upcoming Studio Series Leader Class Night Mode Optimus Prime. Hopefully they'll make a Studio Series Evasion Mode Optimus Prime. Um, I'm definitely gonna get the Studio Series Transformers One Optimus Prime. Um, and what else? What else am I missing? I'm also missing an Energon Optimus Prime and a Cybertron Optimus Prime. So I'm also missing an RD 2001 Optimus Prime. That is from the HasLab Omega Prime, and I cannot buy HasLab stuff, so I can never buy HasLab stuff. So yeah, but I don't know. We'll see what happens in the future. We'll see. We shall see. Um, but yeah, I'm very excited. I'm super excited for these figures here for Studio Series 86 Commander Class Prime. And I still need to get Magmatron, by the way. I still need to get him at some point, but we will get it. We will get the Magmatron figure soon, hopefully soon. But yeah, but yeah, this is very exciting, people. This is absolutely exciting. Very exciting. Very, very exciting. I'm super excited for this one. I am super excited. You have no idea. Yeah. Yeah, I'm very excited for this one. Super excited. He looks so good. Man, I can't wait to see that truck mode. I can't wait to see what the truck mode looks like. I hope it looks very cartoon accurate. I hope it looks clean. I hope the back of the truck mode looks clean. And yeah, very cool. It looks great. Abs looks absolutely freaking tastic. Absolutely fantastic. Looks fantastic. I am pleased. I am absolutely pleased with this one. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm really pleased with this one. but but yeah, looks good. Looks very good. Oh yeah, looks absolutely fantastic, man. Looks so fantastic. So fantastic. It's Optimus Prime, the leader of the Autobots. It is so good. So good. Oh my gosh. We can say bye bye to Earthrise Prime, and we can say hello. Um, yeah. Hmm. Woo. So good. So good. So good. I'm so excited, people. I'm very excited. I am so excited. Ah! Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for this figure. I'm so excited for Prime. Oh, I'm so excited for Prime now. He's my boy. He's the main man of the Transformers franchise. People are complaining about the about the But yeah, people have complained about the backpack. Yes, but honestly, it's not even that big. Apparently, I mean, have y'all seen MP44's backpack? I mean, if y'all have seen MP44's backpack, there's no need to complain about the backpack because it's the back. Who cares? Who cares about the back? Who cares? Who cares about the backpack? I mean, I personally don't. I personally do not. So yeah. But hey, yeah. Let's see. My boy Nick is available. Nick's plastic shelf. I need my boy Nick's plastic shelf. Nick, are you there, Nick? Let's see if Republic Cinema. Anyway, but yeah, it looks really good. Looks absolutely fantastic. I love how they did the legs. The legs are so clean, super clean. The legs definitely remind you of MP44, obviously, but yeah, I can't wait to see how this transforms. I really hope the transformation is enjoyable. I really hope it works smoothly, and yeah, it looks awesome. Looks absolutely fan freaking tastic. So yeah, but that's it for Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime. We'll show off more pictures when we get the official reveal of this figure by Hasbro. So now now, a few more figures have been leaked online as well. So we got the third Mayhem 2 pack. So this consists of a bludgeon figure and a ruckus figure. So if you're wondering who this bludgeon is, now this is based on Bludgeon's early IDW comic design, and I think they did a pretty good job as far as the coloration goes. As far as the sculpting goes, the only thing that was changed here was the crotch, a little bit of the crotch, the chest, and the head sculpt. Other than that, it's pretty much the same as the Tarn mold, but for what they changed, I think they did a pretty good job in terms of the molding, especially that head sculpt for Bludgeon. That sure is a creepy looking head, but it looks cool. It looks cool. But it's the same Tarn mold, so you know what to expect. Um, it's still a great mold. It's still a great mold, so I don't mind them doing it as a fourth time because they made three versions of the mold already. So yeah. But moving on to the right side here, so we have the third and final TriggerCon Ruckus, the Decepticon Ruckus here, and it looks familiar, and it should anyway, because this Ruckus figure is indeed a very extensive remold of Legacy Evolution Deluxe Class Beachcomber. Like, they retooled so much from Beachcomber, like I couldn't even tell if it was the same figure or not, because they changed up the legs, they changed up the forearms, the chest, the head sculpt, even the backpack detailing to give him his shoulder cannons, get the proper the trigger gimmick here, so which is pretty awesome. So I'm very excited to see what the alt mode looks like. And of course, just like Beachcomber, he has the rubber-ish PVC tires, so that's good. But yeah, Ruckus looks good, but unfortunately, the retooling kind of prevented him from having one crucial piece of articulation. No ankle tilts, unfortunately, for Ruckus. His feet are just molded into place. There's no ankle tilts with this guy, so that's a little bit unfortunate. I hope he still has the knee joints, so at least he still has those, hopefully. But hmm, but yeah, looks very good. Looks very very good. But yeah, so if you're wondering where the third Mayhem pack went, there it is. There's the third and final pack of the Mayhem set. So yeah, of the I think was it Mayhem Attack Squad? I think so. Yes, but there we go. Yeah, that is Bludgeon and Ruckus. So yeah, there you go. What other figures have been shown? We have the Transformers One mainline Prime Changers, B127 slash Bumblebee and Sentinel Prime in hand images, and they both look pretty good. They both look pretty good. I'm waiting for the Studio Series versions of these guys, but Bumblebee looks pretty good. He's not too shabby. He's not that bad looking. Yeah, he's not too bad. I will say, not too bad. Sentinel Prime also looks pretty good. I really like the jet mode that they gave him. So looks pretty cool. Yeah, we got Bumblebee. Oh, look at it. I love that. And you can see the designs of the Transformers One characters. I'm very excited for this movie. By the way, I'm very excited for this movie. Yeah, people are starting to buy Transformers One figures off the shelves. I don't know when they're coming out in my country. I really hope they come out soon in my country. You can see Sentinel Prime has 16 steps of transformation. Bumblebee has 15 steps of transformation. So yeah, he looks good. Looks very, very good. Looks quite good. Looks quite good, in my opinion. So here we have the scale between Transformers One Sentinel Prime and Studio Series Sentinel Prime. Look at that. Just look at that. Woo-wee. Look at that. Hold on. I did not know that you can actually store the blades like that. Huh? Huh? What? You can store the blades like that? I did not. Wait, what? Okay, I did not know that. So we got done with Prime here. So here we have him with Black Arachnia from Kingdom. You got Bumblebee in his alt mode. Yeah, looks quite good. Looks quite good for a mainline deluxe, but I'm gonna wait for the Studio Series versions. That's just me. I'm all for Studio Series stuff. Yes, but anyway, okay, so what other figures have been shown? There should be some more figures that have been shown. Let's see here. Let's go from the bottom here. Let's go from the bottom all the way to the top. Okay, so the previous page. Where is it? Where is it? You can see here we got the Transformers One mainline Wave One Prime Changers found at U.S. retail. Prime Changers and Cog Changers, because we got Cog Changer Bumblebee and Cog Changer Wheeljack. So people have bought Alpha Trion off the shelf, and he looks pretty good. I like the design of the Alpha Trion, in my opinion. I think he looks pretty cool. It's a new design, new take on Alpha Trion, so I'm personally fine that I'm personally fine with this design. But yeah, the amount of ankle tilts he has, that's a lot of ankle tiltage right there. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Here we have the Prime Changer Optimus Prime, or Orion Pax, if you want to call him that. Comes with the Matrix of Leadership. Very nice. Very cool. Yeah, looks good. Looks very good. Comes with the Energon X, comes with the 2 smokestacks and everything. And that's how you store the Matrix in robot mode. So yeah, there we go. But yeah. Transformers One toys coming out soon. Oh JJ, can people join? Let me see. People are still on the call. I don't know. Let's see. Marvelous, where are you? Where are you? Marvelous, where are you? I can't even find you at all. Oh, there you are. There you are. Boop. Okay. I don't know. I'm not sure if anyone else would like to join. I don't know if people are free to join. Probably not, because people have recently. Let me look at Acer here. Let me see if I can get him in. Okay, let me send Acer the Discord link. Let's see if I can actually get him in here. There we go. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. It's not much that we're gonna talk about. Not much we're gonna talk about Transformers wise, because not a lot of new stuff. It's just 3 new figures have been leaked, and that's it. That's it. That's basically it. So yeah, but who knows? Maybe this week we'll get more Studio Series reveals in the future. I don't know. Because I don't know. Like I know that Legacy United has been revealed. Like all of it has been revealed. So yeah. Except for Legacy United Wave 5. Legacy United Wave 5 is not available yet. They haven't. We haven't seen any reveals on Legacy United Wave 5 or any leaks on those figures yet. We haven't seen those, but maybe in the near future. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, we'll see what happens. We shall see what happens. But yeah, all right. Let me see if I can actually. There we go. Oh, there we go. Hey, Marvelous. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Oh, I hear an echo.
Just catching up on some news here. So, what do we have here? Oh, what do we have? Blockies Transformers Shining version, Series 2.
Mm,
And we have a Blockies Optimus Prime that literally looks like the original G1 toy. So, yeah, looks exactly like the G1 toy. There we go. We got some official images of the Studio Series 86 Dead Brawn and Dead Ratchet. A very morbid 2-pack. Very morbid 2-pack. More 80s childhood trauma. So, yeah.
I hope we get battle damage parts with Commander Class Optimus.
Oh, God. Look at that face of Ratchet. Oh, look at that face of Ratchet. He's screaming for his life. Oh, look at the artwork. Oh. These faces. Their faces look they look very yeah, yeah. Yep, they are kind of dead. So they are dead, unfortunately. There we go. Yeah, dead Braun and dead Ratchet. Yeah, 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 yeah. The best pose for dead Ratchet is this.
I have not seen that yet.
How how did people ever find a way to pose him like this? Poor Ratchet. And yet he can still transform to hey, he finally gets the red stripe. Yay. If people were complaining about the lack of red stripage, there we go. He's got the red stripage. Finally. So, there we go. Oh, poor Ratchet and Braun. I feel bad
They
for him.
they really did the damage on Braun really good.
Yep. So instead of releasing these in the Buzzworthy Bumblebee line, it's the normal City Series packaging. So, yeah. But yeah, it's just Braun and Ratchet, but dead versions of them.
Who
And
who are we
of course, if you
missing?
want to pre-order your masterpiece movie Brawl, which looks fantastic, by the way, yeah, the pre-orders are live, so you can pre-order your MPM Brawl. Although MGO already has him, so yeah.
Hasbro Pulse is getting them next week.
Mm. Dead Braun and Ratchet. Good grief, I know, right? It's yeah, it's very unfortunate for them for these characters, but hey. uh uh, uh let's just look at the image of Studio Series 86 Prime one more time, because you know how much I love Prime, and the fact that I'm very excited for this figure. Yes, yes, just let's just stare at that for a good minute here. So People, if you want to destroy your Earthrise Prime, you can. You can
I don't
destroy
get
your Earthrise Prime with this Prime because this looks fan freaking tastic.
I don't get why it's getting a lot of hate for some reason.
Oh, because he has a big backpack, so people hate him because it's backpack. Bro,
I
Transformers have backpacks. What else is new?
I heard people were complaining because it's like a downsized MP44 or whatever. Uh, like
So what is it? So what if it's a downsized MP44? So who cares?
I like it. I love it personally.
At least it's not the Earthrise Prime, people. You should be happy that it's not the Earthrise Prime anymore. You know how many times they've used the Earthrise Prime mold? More than 5 times, and might I add. So, I mean, don't
Earthrise
get me wrong.
Prime.
I love Earthrise Prime. I love that figure, but this figure, yeah, looking way better than Earthrise Prime. Yes, looking so much better. So much better. So much better. Yeah. It is so much better. So much better. Looks so much better.
Next
Yep.
Sunday we should have the full reveal of this figure.
And I'm very excited. I'm super excited. I'm super excited for this figure, man. Oh man, I need to see everything this figure includes. Articulation and see the transformation of this guy. It looks like the majority of the truck cab is going to be the backpack, but that will give you a very clean looking robot mode silhouette. So plus his back was just a backpack in the cartoon, so it's pretty much accurate. So
I'm very curious on what accessories he will come with.
I hope it's the trailer with roller this time around.
Yes.
Because releasing Earthrise Prime without roller was a bit yeah.
And the only way you could get Roller was by buying that other figure that came with the add-on accessories as well.
Yep. Very true. Very true. But yeah, looking very good, very good, very good. The Prime looks so good. It looks so fantastic. I love it. I'm loving it. I am absolutely loving it.
I'm curious how tall he's gonna be because Ultra Magnus is supposed to be taller than him, hypothetically.
I think he should be a little bit shorter than Ultra Magnus. So
Yeah.
yeah, he should definitely be shorter than Ultra Magnus. Because him being as tall as Ultra Magnus, that would not work. So yeah, that wouldn't work, unfortunately. But yeah. But yeah. So you
That's
had to leave Megatron behind, huh?
well, we are getting the leader class next year.
Yeah, but you had to leave the Bumblebee Megatron behind, really.
Oh, yeah. Um yeah, I
You
regretted
should have
it.
just picked it up. You should have just picked it up. It's a great figure. Come on.
I know it's the reason I had to is because I have TFCon next weekend and I can't risk it. I can't risk it.
But you already bought your tickets for TFCon, so just
Yeah.
use some remaining to to get that figure. But
Here's hoping I could find it there.
well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if you will, but they might not sell him at TFCon, but who knows?
Oh, trust me, they have plenty. At yeah, they have a lot of studio series and legacy and
Hmm.
any Transformer line you could think of. They have.
Hmm. I see. Uh, man, I would really love to. I need to get some new figures soon. I can't slack off anymore.
Dude, I know the feeling.
I need Sideswipe. I need the Swoop. I need Shard. I need Starscream. I need Vector Prime. I need Silverbolt. I need Sideburn, Hotshot, Strong Arm, Nucleus. Yeah, Strong Arm. Yeah, I need her because I don't even have her. So I literally cannot slack off anymore. I need these figures as soon as possible. And then once I get all these figures, I can actually move on to the A level figures, and then I move on to the 4 new Studio Series figures that have been revealed recently, like Skywarp, the Decepticon Soldier, Springer, and Steeljaw. So, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking of Studio Series 86 Megatron being the exact same scale as the Bumblebee movie concept art Megatron, like the same height. Hopefully, because I really hope the robot mode for Studio Series 86 Megs is a really good. The Wi-Fi booted him. Oh no, that's not good. Oh, that's no good. That is no good. Not the good. So I'm literally alone. I'm literally alone here. Oh well. I am literally alone. It seems that a lot of people are kind of busy on Sunday nights now, so yeah. So yeah. I need a lot of figures, man. I need a lot of figures. I need to get that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles crossover figure. I would love to get that figure. Hey JJ. Yes, Ray. I sent you the link, bro. I sent you the link on Instagram. You just haven't seen it yet. You just haven't seen it yet. I got Zero Bolt before you. I know, Ray. And just when I thought I was gonna be alone for the rest of my life, for the rest of my stream, here we have my boy, Acer.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Hey, what's up, Acer? Hello, hello. How you doing?
Doing good.
It's
The
good to see
weather is
you.
not
It is good
too good, but
to
I'm
see
feeling good.
you.
So,
Yes, it is good to see you. Hold on, let me. I need. My latest review on Studio Series 86 Junkion Scrap Heap has dropped, so don't forget to watch that. Don't miss that. So it's there. It's there for watch if you want to see it. So and make sure to comment, make sure to like, share, and yeah. Let me copy that link so I can actually send to my boy Nick so they can actually.
leaks of the '86 Optimus have been showing up. I've been seeing this picture go around the internet a lot.
Oh yeah, it's
It makes me think of that Bo Burnham musical for some reason.
uh, it looks good though.
It does. It looks really good.
I'm really digging the way it looks. It looks fan freaking
Like
tastic. I mean, oh my gosh. Oh my
I'm
gosh!
curious why we don't have any more photos though.
You don't even know. Like I'm very excited for this figure. Like it looks so good. It looks so good.
Dude, it does look really nice.
People have been complaining about the backpack. Have you seen MP44? So
I mean, Optimus also just generally tends to have a backpack too. Like that's just something that's
I can't join tonight, brother. Oh man,
sadness.
the sadness, Ray,
Hmm.
the sadness, Ray. Also, TFA can't join as well, which is
Aw.
unfortunate. Oh boy.
So
It
far,
seems, it seems 7th of July is kind of a special day for the US people. I don't know what
I mean,
exactly.
if you had done this yesterday, I wasn't even home yesterday, and like today, I just was waiting for the weather to improve before I did anything, and it looks like it stopped raining super hard.
Hmm,
I think like an hour ago, I saw the lights flicker really badly, and I was like, I need to chill before I do anything else.
hmm,
No, dude, like the lights were flickering really bad earlier, mostly because of the storm. Weather's not super great right now, but
hmm, hmm. Yeah, but man, I got the Studio Series Gamer Edition Soldier. What?
wait, that's already out? Huh?
No, no, he got it on off eBay.
Oh,
Oh,
lame.
bought, so you bought it.
Lame.
He
You
pulled a
bought
Prime versus Prime.
so you bought it on eBay. You got it from eBay with no packaging, no instructions.
I mean, if you have the barricade, it's basically the same toy from what I've
Yeah.
seen. But also,
Heavily retooled.
I really don't like the barricade, so I'm probably going to be passing on that figure.
Soldier kind of looks better than the barricade.
Oh, it does. I just don't like the mold.
Came with
It
instructions.
came with an.
It
So
came with
does that mean they're about to release that figure?
They should be releasing it in August, hopefully.
Yeah, because I've already put the Skywarp and some other stuff from that wave on pre-order through Amazon.
I still
And
to finish up Legacy United Wave 2.
the
Fig-
third wave of United is starting to trickle out here slowly. I didn't realize on my BBTS orders that I
Mm.
had everything for some reason still set to the old apartment, and I caught it because they had shipped the what was it, Nucleus was the white Infernac Universe guy. I don't know. They
Mm.
shipped him to my old apartment.
Nucleus, that's his name. Nucleus.
Nucleus. I think it's his name. They'd shipped him already, and I was like, wait, where did they ship him to? And I saw my old apartment address. I was like, wait a minute. Where's the rest of my order going? And
Mm.
I managed to change everything else because I got Sideburn already. And
You got Sideburner? Oh.
yeah, it's fine. Like if you like the Shadow Striker mold, you'll like Sideburn.
Can't believe Prince Productions got the Decepticon Soldier already.
Yeah, no, Gamer Edition Barricade is awful. I don't like that thing.
I despise it with a burning
Uh,
passion.
the only thing he's got going for is the easy transformation and the alt mode. That's basically it.
Yeah, that's about it. Like the alt mode looks really good. Transformation's pretty simple, but
The robot mode is just nah.
no.
And mine doesn't stand
The robot
whatsoever.
mode. I mean,
Wait, yours doesn't stand?
No.
here's the thing.
But
Here's
that
the
thing
thing.
has feet flatter than mine.
I have no idea why, but it just doesn't stand.
Does it do the JoJo pose and fall forward?
Yeah, all the time.
Oh no.
But here's the thing about Barricade. I love his vehicle mode. I love the transformation. The robot mode is just not what I call amazing.
Oh,
Uh,
oh.
is-
While we have this 86 Prime pulled up on the screen. I forgot this in the living room. I'll be right back.
So sorry because mosquitoes are attacking me.
I hate mosquitoes.
All right. I have returned.
JJ's
wait for-
attacking mosquitoes right now.
Kill these bloody mosquitoes. So annoying.
I'm gonna wait for JJ to come back to the computer.
Okay. I'm back.
So I told myself I wasn't gonna buy this because I already own like 1,000,000 bumblebees. But I watched that Toy Guys video on it and I ordered it from GameStop.
No, see.
Like,
Prince.
Okay.
Prince.
wait, whoa. What? Who said Gamer Edition Starscream does not? He's not fantastic, but he doesn't suck.
He's way better than Barricade.
Like,
in so many levels.
So much better than Barricade.
Like, I think the
He's
Gamer
like,
Edition
okay,
Starscream
you know what? Let me mock him just as a joke here. He probably says things. Prince probably says things like this. Gamer Edition has a huge freaking cockpit chest. I don't like the figure because of this. The big cockpit chest. He's not supposed to look like that. What else could they do with the head? The head is quite big in robot mode. So if you want to make him fit in the cockpit, the cockpit has to be sacrificed.
Like,
So-
there were a lot of things that for like the Gamer Edition Bumblebee and Cliffjumper, I think they definitely could have let those cook a little bit longer and tweaked the mold a lot. But that would have been pushed out for like who knows how long to get a much better robot mode.
I mean, Bumblebee and Cliffjumper, they're not that bad of figures. They
They're
are
not.
actually.
They're not bad figures. I just don't like the general build of them.
It's only in the robot mode that's a bit It's a bit
But like Starscream he's not fantastic. I mean, he's not the worst thing I've ever handled, but he's fine. Like, I don't hate it. I don't love it.
Yeah,
He's like a.
good enough to me for me to buy him. So
I
Like,
hate using this word, but I would say he's a mid figure.
Yeah,
if
he's
anything.
about average. Like, he's not terrible. He's not great. He's just average. We don't need every single figure that we buy to be, Armada Starscream levels of good or Cybertron Starscream levels of good.
although I will say the jet mode actually is more accurate than the Hall of Cybertron Deluxe. So
Yeah, the jet mode looks really good. It's the robot mode. I've noticed for the Gamer Edition ones, the robot modes are the ones that primarily suffer.
yeah, the robot modes do suffer. Except for Prime and Megs, they don't suffer that much.
And
So-
sideswipe.
and Sideswipe. They don't suffer.
Yeah, Sideswipe is pretty good too. Like,
Yeah, Sideswipe looks pretty good. He looks way better than the original Deluxe, by the way.
I have my
Oh,
nitpicks with him, but he's still pretty fun. And I've been slacking really hard on taking the photos and posting my own stuff to Instagram as of late. But that's
How can you say that Starscream is bad just because of the big chest, bro? He comes with a freaking club.
I think the mace is really cool. It comes with it.
He comes with a
I don't know.
long.
I think he gets a lot of hate personally, more than he should.
All right.
Too overhated. Too overhated. Like, can we just enjoy these figures our own time? Because I really because this stonewalling thing is kind of ridiculous. So absolutely
Although-
ridiculous.
I guess we can stop derailing the conversation into Gamer. I don't even remember how it derailed into Gamer Edition. I think. Oh wait, no! Someone said Prince got it early, and that's
Oh,
what
yeah.
derailed the conversation
Yeah.
into talking about the Gamer Edition stuff. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It went from 86 to talking
Now-
about the.
Hold on, before we move on, Prince. There is nothing wrong if they make figures that turn out to be mid or terrible. Like, I'm not going to expect everything to be fantastic. Like, if something is a bad figure, I will call it a bad figure. It doesn't mean I don't. Where am I going with this? They don't always have to be good, right?
Yeah, not all figures need to be fantastic. So,
like, I personally I'm not too crazy about the Shadow Striker Sideburn mold. I think it could have been a lot better, and I hate that they sacrificed Shadow Striker Cyberverse figure for Sideburn. But then Sideburn also got sacrificed for the car mode because it's not.
they couldn't get the license.
Yeah, they couldn't get the light. Like, there's a lot of sacrifices for a lot of things. But anyways, we're gonna get good, we're gonna get fantastic, and we're gonna just get absolute suck sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes figures we shouldn't even be expecting 100% perfection all the time, right? It's
No.
figures need to be sacrificed for it to look good. So some figures do need to be sacrificed.
While we were on the topic of 86, I brought up that the 86 Bumblebee is actually worth picking up.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that. I was going to say, do you think it's worth
it is
up?
From what I've handled, it feels like what they wanted the Earthrise mold to be is what it feels like when I'm handling it. A lot of things are they don't share anything like parts or anything, but some of the engineering is there. Oh, hey!
ABC.
Wait, hold up. Let me set this up right.
Hello! Hello, JJ! Aren't you just a precious thing? Aren't you just a precious thing? Hello, JJ. Say hello to Uncle JJ. Hello, JJ. Hello. Hello.
So what are we talking about, boys?
Well, I mean, we're talking about things, and we're just staring at.
Yeah, just staring at a picture of 86 Optimus. I was talking about the 86 Bumblebee. If anyone wants to replace their Netflix Bumblebee with the 86 one, absolutely worth it.
Oh, I already did.
Like, I was very skeptical of it, and I was looking at like the pictures of it. I think that toy guy posted the video of it. Like, hold on,
It's Nick.
It's Nick, my boy.
it's fun. Hey,
I don't know if you guys can see this, but yeah, I replaced the Netflix one with the 86. Best decision ever.
yeah,
It's I can't wait for 86 Bumblebee. I can't wait to get him.
like there are still some like minor nitpicks, like the way the feet are on, like the way they angle out. It's a little bit weird for me, but
Still the best mainline G1 Bumblebee.
Oh, and I completely forgot I threw the Netflix one up there.
I have to find
I completely forgot I had the Netflix one up there too.
I think it helps that they didn't have to get the Volkswagen license for this Bumblebee either, and thank God they didn't.
I'm only expecting the penny racer look, and that's that's just me. I don't need it to be a perfect Volkswagen. I just need it to be the penny racer look, and they nailed it. So
yeah, I mean, I'm right there with you, JJ.
I think that's where some figures suffer, where they want to get the license for the figure really badly. Like, that's where, like, was it Studio Series Mirage is a figure that I don't like, and I think a lot of the issues would be alleviated if they didn't have to design it around the license of the car.
Which is probably why that mainline deluxe was so much better.
Yeah, like the mainline Mirage, like except for the head sculpt, everything else was.
How are you gonna react? How are you gonna react? How are you gonna react?
Yeah, I prefer the mainline without a doubt for that Mirage.
I mean, the mainline's cool. Don't get me wrong, but in my eyes, just like you got to bear in mind. Okay, with what I'm about to say, bear in mind. I have not been buying live action movie toys for a very long time, and I have zero intention to start that back up. That being said, operating the Studio Series Mirage in comparison to the mainline version, yes, I've actually done both. Thank you, Rob. I vastly prefer the way the mainline functions.
Yeah, like what's crazy is both of the vehicle modes between both the mainline and the Studio Series ones, like they're not quite identical. There's a lot of distinct differences, but they are really close to each other.
Yeah.
Which is crazy, like how they managed to get two different bot modes to almost the exact same result is crazy to me. And I think that's where the Studio Series suffers, is they had to satisfy the license.
Yeah, honestly, if I may, JJ,
Mm-hmm.
I kind of have something to say about the whole licensing thing. Now, I promise this one's not going to be nearly as long-winded and angry as the last few times I ranted on your show. But literally all I have to say is this. If you want the figures to be as good as humanly possible, do not go for the license. Like, do not try to get the license for whatever vehicle you're trying to replicate.
Mm-hmm.
If it is going to sacrifice any major critical things within the figure itself, do not try to get the license for the vehicle. It will not end well. The figure will suffer. And at the end of the day, people at the people at the end of the day, unless they are absolute car nuts and car fanatics, as well as being Transformers fans, you're really not striking two birds with one stone here. You're just not. Now, car buffs will vastly prefer these things in their car modes. So, yeah, there is the market there. But for the people who care more about the robot, a la me, you're sacrificing so much of that robot because you had to get the license to make a specific look for a vehicle work. So, and like, case in point, I'm pretty sure no one thought to do this. NPG Raiden. NPG Raiden suffers hardcore because of the train modes. That combiner is absolute garbage for a multitude of different reasons, but one of the biggest factors to this is because trains are a major thing within Japanese culture. So they focus so much on those train modes because of the fact that they wanted to make sure they did their culture right. Or because they wanted to make sure that the license for the train, like the licensees for the trains, were satisfied. So at that point, they're kind of shooting themselves in the foot because of the fact that they didn't want to, they didn't want to come up with something brand new on their own and just kind of shoehorn in something that didn't match.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, licensing is always
I mean, another
Here's-
good example, in my opinion,
Here's where I stand with the whole licensing thing. Like, I have some figures that do not have the license for other figures. Let's say Studio Series Darker Moon Dino, or Mirage, as I call him. His car mode is not a fully licensed Ferrari.
Yeah, and because of the fact that that didn't have the Ferrari license, that toy actually ended up being pretty decent.
Yeah, I mean, look at the robot mode. Robot mode is how you want to display your figures, not in alt mode. I mean, who cares about the alt mode? Who cares? Who cares to put stock in the alt mode anyway? So, yeah, because you want to save space in your shelves, and yeah.
Some figures will save space on the shelf in alt mode, but not many.
Mm. Another thing, Sideways also, he's not a fully licensed Audi, so yeah,
Audi was just a pain in the butt about all that.
yeah, definitely a pain in the butt and all that. Yeah, definitely.
Anyway, so to end my rant officially, the licensing the car to make the transformer as authentic to the real thing as humanly possible, it is not helping, it is hurting. If you stop doing that and just take creative liberties with how the vehicle looks so that you can focus a whole heck of a lot more on making the toy look as good as possible in its robot mode and as good as possible in its vehicle mode, you will be able to strike both sides of the fandom much, much better.
Hmm. Super
Rant
Robot
over.
says that's not how Raiden works.
Look at the trains. That's all I'm going to say. Look at how good the trains look.
Yeah,
You can tell.
the trains for Raiden do look really good, and that's where I've noticed a lot of the like.
That's,
Like look at almost every major Bumblebee release in Studio. There's always been a licensed Camaro or a licensed vehicle of some kind, except for the World War II one.
yeah, and because of that, most of those Bumblebee toys ended up really hurting because of that.
Like they eventually got it pretty well figured out for the Camaro ones. Like I think the Rise of the Beast Bumblebee and what was it, the Revenge of the Fallen Bumblebee, if I'm not mistaken, are two of the better ones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
those are-
they're better at it now, but
then you have characters that we don't really see all that often, especially if they're like newer designs, like Rise of the Beast Mirage.
you know, and maybe Rise of the Beast Mirage isn't really like the greatest example either. But just the point is, if you focus so much more on trying to satisfy the people that are licensing out their design, like their car, to allow them to make the toy, the bulk of the budget goes into paying for the license.
Mm-hmm.
And because of that, depending on who the licensee is, it makes it a lot tougher. That's ultimately what I'm getting at, especially with Raiden.
Super Robot Ad, if you don't think that the licensing was not the problem at all with Raiden, please comment your.
Yeah, no, by all means,
Yeah,
by all means, let us know. I'm not here to debate. I'm like, if there's something that I'm not considering, by all means, let us know.
Yeah, let us know, Super Robot Ed. What do you think is the real reason behind Raiden's super flawed combined mode? Because I've seen the review of Raiden by MGO, and yes, I do agree with him that the combiner is like super unstable.
It's a mess. It's a mess. Just say it. It's a mess.
It's a hot mess. So yeah. Yeah.
So yeah. Anyways, so SS86 Prime.
yeah, the 86 Prime. Partially, definitely my fault. We derailed it.
They nailed this. They nailed this Prime.
Like
now,
kind of wish we would have gotten more of like a proper like front facing picture, or like with it next to something like the Bumblebee, just to get a better idea of
how it's gonna look.
Yeah, like because the way it looks right now just makes me think of that Bo Burnham song. That's what it makes me think of.
I mean, he's literally playing the piano, so.
Oh man, yeah, no, we do need an 86 Megatron.
Oh yes, we need. If we have a new Prime, we gotta get a new Megatron, and please don't use the same Megatron anymore.
86 Megatron's coming out next year.
I hope it is not just a simple retool. Like
I really
like the 86 Springer being a retool of the Siege one, or like a heavy retool to turn it into a leader with a bunch of new engineering that hopefully fixes the problems with the knees. I'm still iffy. I'm gonna get that Springer. It's been sold out on pre-orders at like most sites I've checked anyway, so like it's not a big deal.
Might as well get it. Yeah. You might as well get it if you want to see if the knees are better. So
Yeah, it was like I was iffy on Bumblebee until I watched someone review it, and they were like, "No, this is worth it." And I watched how the transformation worked, how the engineering works, and like this is what I had hoped the Netflix one would have been. But I digress.
yeah,
I might pick up the Springer.
I mean, I have the Netflix Bumblebee. I have the Netflix Bumblebee figure, but I still like that Bumblebee. But I think I'm ready to move on with the Studio Series 86
Yeah,
Bumblebee.
I'm
And
definitely ready to
after,
move on.
after I get Studio Series 86 Bumblebee, no more mainline G1 Bumblebees for me, please.
Yeah, like I genuinely think like the Origin Bee and this Bee are like the only ones that I'll actually want or need in the future.
Yeah,
Because how can they top, at least at an affordable deluxe scale, how can they top this?
I don't think
They can't.
Like, I don't think they can. There's only so much they can do. Like, it was like when I'm looking at for the Prime, I was really afraid it was going to be a heavy retool of the Earthrise Optimus, like how the Siege Springer was retooled into the Leader Springer.
Yeah, but that's the
But that-
thing, Springer, because Springer was already very good back in Siege. And what else could you even do with the legs?
Yeah,
Can't
like
do
they
anything
just had to
else with the
rework
legs.
that mold and like tweak it, but like the Prime was very good, but there was still a lot of things they can do. And here I'm not seeing any reused parts or engineering.
No.
Which I'm very much okay with personally, because the way I see it, I do like Earthrise Prime, but I'm very much ready to move on from it.
It looks like
This
This figure, I can tell you guys right now, this takes very heavily from MP44.
yeah,
Yep.
I can tell. Like
although the head sculpt looks more like MP10.
Hey, you know what? I vastly preferred MP10's head anyway, so if that's the head we're going to get on the 86, bravo, I'll take it.
like I'm fine with the head, but also we only have the one really strange picture of him playing the piano. So like
Now, that said, as far as my actual opinions of the figure goes, given we only have this specific picture to go off of, I'm not putting in any judgments on it. I'm waiting until we see the full product, like what he's going to come with, like what the trailer's going to do, how the figure himself is going to look. Like, I need to see what this thing can do.
the only thing I'm worried about is it's going to be an explosion of panels. Is the only thing I'm worried about from what I'm seeing.
I mean, okay.
And not in like the same vein that Ultra Magnus was, but like it made sense for Magnus because he had to compress a lot into a tiny space and then refold out into a truck cab, which you can't even tell by looking at the bot mode. That's what he turns into.
And you can see, to compare this with the Earthrise Prime. If you have Earthrise Prime, you'll see that the wheels are really visible in robot mode. But here for this Prime, the wheels are cleverly hidden away. Where are the wheels? I don't see the wheels.
Well, this is as based on MP44 as I'm thinking. I can tell you right now, the front wheels are in his gut, and his rear wheels are folded up origami style into his legs.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now, again, that's if this thing actually does take as much from MP44 as possible. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I mean, it could be like a downscaled MP44.
And again, if that's the case, I'm not mad at that. I had MP44. Guess what? If we don't think about the price, that thing's amazing.
Yeah, like
yeah.
now we just have to see what they do with the trailer because at the size that Prime should be for that
It should be Okay, here's my speculation for the trailer. The trailer should be way bigger than the Earthrise trailer.
Oh man, like my
Oh,
biggest complaint with the Earthrise Prime, I think, has always been like the price point of it. Like,
It should be bigger. It needs to be wider and taller. It
JJ,
needs, yes.
you poke the Earthrise trailer button. Why would you do that?
me,
You're about to trigger a BC rant. I hate that thing with burning passion.
No, I'm just saying, I don't think the Earthrise Prime was worth the liter cost just because the trailer felt so cheaply made. I don't think it's worth $50 for that.
Okay. If you want to say your thing, go ahead, BC.
That is my hot take of the day.
Earthrise Prime is not worth $50 friggin' dollars because of that stupid trailer.
Like, if Earthrise Prime was just released as a Voyager, I would sit there and praise it to high heaven. But because of its price point,
You can't. And like I was very much stuck in that same space when I finally reviewed the toy.
like, I would love
I gave it a very good score myself, don't get me wrong, but even I have to admit, for the $50 price point, he does not do enough.
Yeah,
No.
that's just. And a lot of people, like, I've seen a lot of people go back and they'll say, like, the pandemic was the reason, but, like, no, the first wave you cannot excuse on the pandemic because those figures were in production well before the first wave had released.
Exactly.
So, like,
That
everything
first wave was ready to go well before the pandemic hit. I'm sorry. No, there's no excuse. That, and if they're really going to play that card, here's my counter argument. What's the excuse for all those Siege's leader class figures?
because, like, some of Wave 2 and most of Wave 3 were largely really good. I can't say, like, fantastic because as a whole, the Earthrise line was, like, just okay.
I will not accept that slander, sir. Earthrise was awesome.
It's not my favorite. I'm a Siege and Kingdom enjoyer of that trilogy. I put Siege at top tier, Kingdom at tier 2.
Okay. Let me at least say this real quick, Acer, before I let you go on. I swear I'm not combating you. This is literally just how my humor works. You can ask JJ. I'm literally just messing with you. So, like, if for whatever reason any of the way I talk bugs you a little bit, just know I'm not trying to offend you. I promise.
Oh no, you're good, man.
That's okay. So that's it. That Earthrise slander will not be accepted around me, sir. How dare you?
Oh no, I will slander Earthrise all day.
You can slander Earthrise all you want outside of here.
Okay, I'll give credit where credit is due. Earthrise, I really enjoy the toy line. Distribution wise is not that great because whereas I received the figures early in my country and I pretty much got the majority of Earthrise. The only thing that I really knock against Earthrise is the lack of a roundabout in my country.
Yeah, I got both Run Amok and Runabout. Those were both really good figures from that line. but no, compared to Siege and to a lesser extent Kingdom, Earthrise is the weaker of the three.
Okay, if we're gonna go there, then yes, I do agree. Siege and Kingdom had a much stronger toy line, but I'm not gonna say outright. Like, if you were to ask me, do I think Earthrise is a bad toy line? No, absolutely not.
There's probably been worse. I mean, Power of the Primes exists.
Okay,
no,
hold up.
No. Combiner Wars exists.
Oh yeah, wasn't that just repaint?
Okay. JJ saved it. JJ saved it.
Okay, so in my defense, I got back into the franchise around Titan's Return, which had like a lot of really fantastic toys that were all going for the headmaster gimmick.
Yeah, to
love-
this day, that is still considered a god tier toy line.
And then immediately after, the following toy line I got to experience was Power of the Primes. I was like, this is
I need to go on. I really need to go. Time for me to rant here. Time for me to rant here. Stop everything.
oh no, what have I done? Oh god, what have I
Here's
done?
where I stand with the entire Prime Wars trilogy line. Okay, here's the thing: Combiner Wars annoyed the ever living crap out of me with so many straight recolors. I couldn't even enjoy the toy line. I could not even buy all the figures from Combiner Wars because I just I don't know. It's just the
You bought one, you bought it all.
the the repaints it just annoyed the ever living crap out of me. I'm like I couldn't. I just couldn't. I don't want like multiple Alpha Bravo molds. No, I literally have the Blades and Alpha Bravo himself. I never got Vortex because he was just a straight recolor of Alpha Bravo. I'm like I'm not gonna miss anything much. I'm so glad I actually passed on Bruticus because here's the thing: Swindle is going to come out next year, and he's going to be better than Combiner War Swindle. I have a feeling that he will be.
So, to add more or more fuel to his fire here, real quick, when somebody asked Emgo whether or not they were gonna do, what the heck was your name, Abominus or Piranacon? His automatic response, and they should literally tell you just how repetitive this line was. His immediate response was no, because they can't use Alpha Bravo.
That's funny. I didn't even know, like, whenever they came out,
and they
like
they used two Alpha Bravo molds for two Victorion teammates. So
because like whenever I got back into collecting, I was like right in the middle of my schooling in July. I want to say it was whenever I got back in. It was like July 2017 is when I got back into Transformers. So I think it was like part of that between like the being busy with class and just not having much space. I didn't get much of Titan's Return until later on, and then immediately after it was like Power of the Primes. Like, cool. How is this line? You start off like, oh, it's fine, and then it's just the same guys all over again. And then turns out.
Here's the thing. I'm not done with my rant yet.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
I have way more. I have way more to put in here. So, Combiner Wars just sucked so badly because the amount of repaints, I just couldn't handle it. I'm like I could like after I finished off Defense War, then I saw Bruticus and I'm like, oh damn, Bruticus is so disappointing. Like what? Like I know that Brawl was a brand new mold, but he got no stomach. He lacks the stomach. Oh my gosh. That gaping hole in his belly? No. Hasbro just kind of ruined the Brawl at that point. For those people who keep telling me that Brawl has a stomach, you're blind.
Let me look this up real quick. Because I don't own the Combiner Wars Bruticus. I thought about buying the KO of it.
Words of the wise, don't.
Yeah, just don't, because you're gonna be very disappointed you're so gonna be very disappointed in Brawl because Brawl just has no stomach. If you look at him side by side, if you look at him on the side, he has no stomach. He literally has no stomach. And people tell me that he has a stomach. Oh my gosh, I will. Yeah.
I just feel like
Okay, well then here's my question, JJ. Here's my question. How do you feel about Prime War, or not Prime War, Power of the Primes?
I actually enjoyed Power of the Primes a lot more than Combiner Wars.
So I'm looking at a picture of Combiner Wars Brawl, and he looks funky.
That's because he was.
Yeah,
It looks like the part that people think he has a
Bugger,
stomach.
you okay?
It looks like a straight, like a hinge on his stomach, that you lift up to pull the combiner port out of. Is what that looks like. Because I see the combiner port in the chest, but then you get to the stomach and it's like there's just like floating on a hinge. It's not a stomach.
There's nothing. There's just literally nothing. It's just like a chest here, and then there's nothing, and then there's the bottom half of the body, and I'm like,
Yeah, like it doesn't look like he has like a lower half of his abdomen. He's just like,
what? He has no stomach. He got nothing to fill in the belly. He's been, I don't know what. He literally got a surgery.
like what is this? The predecessor to Legacy Optimus? Jeez.
But yeah. Now for Titan's Return here. Titan's Return. Before I talk about Power of the Primes, Titan's Return. The only reason why I never finished the toy line is because the figures, well, I couldn't even find them.
That was my issue with Titan's Return. I just couldn't find anything.
The distribution was just so bad. Like, horrible. But that's one of the reasons. Another reason, while I do appreciate the Headmaster gimmick, why is it being used in all of them? I don't. And then making the Voyagers and the Leaders all triple changers, and I'm like, okay.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed seeing JJ, because he's JJ.
Hello, JJ. Hello, JJ. That is literally where I stand with the Titan's Return.
Hey, what's wrong with you?
Distribution was just so bad for Titan's Return in my country. I mean, I managed to find quite a number of figures, but I never got all of them. So, now for Power of the Primes, though. Power of the Primes. Power of the Primes is actually my favorite toy line of the trio. Because here's the reason why. The main reason is that it did not annoy me with a whole bunch of repaints. And it did not annoy me with a whole bunch of headmasters. Because the only headmasters you would get is just the Prime Masters. And they're not headmasters, they're Prime Masters. And I like how they did the Pretender Shell gimmick with the Prime Masters. I think it was a nice homage to the original G1 Pretender gimmick. And all the figures are actually solid, well, except for Jazz. No, Jazz is just no. And the leader class figures, like the Optimus, Optimus Prime, Rodimus Prime, they're all cool leader class figures. Where Rodimus Prime is kind of the weakest in robot mode, because his proportions are just a little bit off, but he's still a fun figure to mess with. Yeah, I really dig the combiner, the Power of the Primes line, because it just didn't annoy me with a whole bunch of repaints, and it's the only toy line of the trio of the trilogy managed to literally get like most of the figures from that line. Even when I literally got all 5 deluxes from the second wave of Power of the Primes. So, yeah, but
yeah, Power of the Primes was.
I enjoyed that line. Like I managed to finish most of it. The only figures I didn't get was Nova Star. I didn't get the Predaking. I didn't get their version of Inferno.
The Inferno is strange.
Yeah,
I have him somewhere. Is he on a shelf behind?
Looking, I never got that Inferno because I have the Kingdom Inferno instead. So
no, I thought I had him on a shelf behind me. I do not.
Yeah, but yeah. So Power of the Primes is the only line that really made me enjoy Prime Wars Trilogy. But other than that, Prime Wars Trilogy is just kind of a low grade there. Whereas the War for Cybertron Trilogy is like very high because all the figures are great. So all the figures are all done. The one credit I will give Earthrise is the fact that they gave us official toys of the Alucard and the Crimson Judge. The fact that they gave us those, and including Snapdragon. a new Snapdragon figure. That's actually a well done figure. Looks good in all the modes. I love Snapdragon. Snapdragon, solid, fun.
Am I the only crazy person that bought 3 Alicons?
Nah, you're not.
I
By the
don't
way, can I have one of those Alicons?
I do have a couple left over from those troop builder packs they released last year.
Shoot, I'll take it. If it fills the slot, it fills the slot. I don't care.
Although I do wish the Quintesson Judge wasn't $30. I get why it's a Voyager. It's like a good size.
It's a Voyager
It's a good
size figure.
size, but like it didn't need to transform.
I mean, it's a Transformers figure, so of course it has to transform.
Well, that's not exactly 100% true when you know that Alpha Quintesson existed. That didn't transform. All that did was roll around and smack you with tentacles.
I guess its only transformation is just opening the mouth. That's it.
Did you really have to go for that far of a reach? Okay, if you needed the reach to be that long, I could have just asked the guy to give you a tentacle to reach for it, okay?
But no, like in my like I get the sentiment of like having every Transformers figure needing to transform, but like the Quintesson Judge is the one that like
You really don't need it to.
I get why he transforms. He turns into like the
jail
prison
cell
or like
thing.
the pit of judgment,
The jail cell thing.
and like that is
It's
fine.
like what they
That is-
did. It's like what they did with the recent Quintesson figure from Transformers 1, the mainline one, where you see the robot mode and it transforms to one of those ships you see in the trailer. So, which I think was clever. So,
I don't know. I don't think the Earthrise Quintesson Judge needed to transform, and I think that's why it cost a Voyager price. Otherwise, they probably could have given it to us at.
I kind of dig the alt mode of the Quintesson Judge because it's kind of like a play set, and that's the whole main purpose of the War Cybertron Trilogy line, by the way. Is
Yeah,
to
it's just all a bunch of play sets.
Added play value. You play with your figures. You what you do with your toys. You play with your figures. You just use your imagination and just pretend. And yeah. Yeah. I mean, come on. Imagine if we get a figure of that one robot in one of the comics that literally transforms into a gigantic space bridge. If we get a figure of that, it'll be ridiculous. But I think
That'd be pretty cool, actually. If we finally is like, we have the Ark and we have the Nemesis. I still need to buy the Nemesis. I just didn't expect it to be the more expensive Titan in recent years to get after initial release.
Mhm.
Because so far the Nemesis is the only one that I've like wanted to go buy, and like after release it's been more expensive. Because I think Metroplex went down from like, was it like 190 USD down to like 130, and I was like, cool, I'll take that on sale.
One more thing, because BC, I want to hear BC's thoughts on this recent leak of the 2-pack.
Nani?
Wait,
Yes,
another,
blood-
another? Oh, that one! I saw that one. I saw the leak of that one. They are getting their mileage out of that bludgeon mold or tarn mold. Tarn.
That head sculpt though.
And then they're using Beachcomber for
Ruckus.
Ruckus.
You couldn't even tell that it's the same mold at all. Like,
I could kind of tell by the leg section and the tires. That's the
Excuse
only
me?
way I could tell.
Excuse me for just 1 second. I hate these. I hate these so much. Me and JJ are in a group chat, and I posted a picture of this, and I simply just went, I'm not sure yet. And the more I looked at this, the less I liked it. To the point where now I'm looking at this 2-pack, and every time I see it, well, you know.
Yeah,
Well, is there a reason why though? Because Ruckus looks really well done though.
It's the bludgeon.
Oh, it's,
1000% it's the bludgeon.
it's the bludgeon.
is it because of that?
It's because of his colors. His colors literally make me want to gag, and he's literally colored like puke.
I mean, if you're kind of wondering where this bludgeon came from, it's his early IDW design where he's all green and yellow.
That
Okay, cool and all, but like that don't make it good.
I mean, that's fair though. Like,
I mean, if it happened in the comics or in the shows or movies, there you know that Hasbro's gonna make a figure of everything. So
yeah, but like they could have packed the Ruckus separately. They didn't have to pack it with that.
Yeah, like of all things they packed it in with, like, come on, y'all.
But I mean, they have to make you want to buy the pack. It's like whenever they did the Earthrise 2 packs, and like everybody wants the Prowl and nobody wants the Ironhide, and it's like we're forced to buy the 2-pack for the one that we want.
yeah,
This doesn't have that.
there's
There's no real sense of
you know,
Like the Ruckus.
it's kind of a shame that Ruckus and Windsweeper are both like subdued in 2-packs because I do want those two guys to complete the TriggerCon collection, but I don't want the breakdown. So
Dude, yeah, like the breakdown, like it could be that I'm not too crazy about the Bulkhead mold just because it doesn't feel like Bulkhead. But like as breakdown, it doesn't feel right.
I'm hoping for
I'm telling y'all, there has to have been a future plan for that mold. There has to have been, and just I'm fine. I'm failing to see it.
The only thing I could think for that type of mold, like it doesn't fit Bulkhead, it doesn't fit Breakdown. Like, could it be?
Disagree on you with Bulkhead because I kind of like it as Bulkhead. So
I think the issue is the specific version of Bulkhead it's going for. If it's supposed to be the Prime Universe Bulkhead, like give me my short, stocky, like give me my dwarf Bulkhead.
I mean, as long as
not to sound like a body shamer or anything, but if you're gonna claim that that's Prime Bulkhead, give him a stomach.
I mean, you're not wrong. Like, if you're gonna make it Prime Bulkhead, he's gotta be like. And I mean, like, dudes built like Bulkhead in the military do exist, and they are powerhouses. Like, you don't want to mess with those dudes; they will mess you up.
I'm gonna just do this like once. Like when I got Legacy Bulkhead in hand, like I immediately fell in love with him because it was literally my first Fortress-sized Bulkhead. So
I mean, that was my first Bulkhead too, and like.
Because I'm kind of biased with this mold for Bulkhead, you know. I mean, I really dig the mold. I mean, it's a cool mold. It has a cool alt mode. The alt mode definitely screams Bulkhead. The robot mode is kind of cool. I really dig the robot mode. I love the fact that he comes with a wrecking ball hand. If he didn't have his wrecking ball hand, I would be very disappointed. But he has his wrecking ball hand, so I'm good. So yeah.
I always say like the main issue is like Hasbro. They'll sometimes put out these really good molds to claim that it's this character, like the Prime Universe Bulkhead or Prime Universe Breakdown. Like it is neither of these characters. Like, I mean, they don't even share a.
I think the head sculpts kind of tell you which universe they're from. So.
Like they don't even share a body type in the show. Like Breakdown is jacked.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
where Bulkhead is a fat guy. Breakdown at one point was a skinny little dweeb that decided to hit the weights and become jacked. Because he had a grudge against Bulkhead.
It's not that the mold is a terrible mold. It's the use cases for the mold haven't made sense. Like whenever they made the Prime Universe Knockout and like that, you know, that inspired. I don't know how the process of the figure making works, but like the Tread and Circuits comic design using that version of Knockout for the base design or the comic inspiring the toy, whichever one actually came first, I don't know.
But the Prime Universe knockout toy actually looks good in the car mode. The car mode definitely screams.
The car mode for that knockout is like perfect Prime Universe knockout. The robot mode, not so much.
Yeah, not so much.
It's a bit too
I have-
generic for my liking.
I have a theory. They deliberately did the legacy knockout from the Prime Universe out of the Jazz mold, just so they would have an excuse to put a G1E Jazz into a 5-pack later on.
That wouldn't surprise me because I've noticed that some figures they don't ever really make their money back on the mold, so they have to find a way to reuse them.
Yeah.
Which is also kind of crazy because the Siege Megatron mold has like 12 different repaints.
Oh yeah.
They have more than made their money off of that mold. Why do we still use it half a decade later?
And the funny thing is that Megatron or the Siege Megatron mold, the only character that's been used on is Megatron.
Right, like at least for stuff like the Laser Prime mold, we get characters like Toxitron and the Nemesis Prime version of it,
Not Nemesis Prime. Scourge.
or Scourge.
That's not Scourge. That's a friggin' waste of a Nemesis Prime. Don't you dare try to correct it.
Or then you have other interesting cases, like if you buy the one Jurassic Park 2-pack that has Iguanus,
The Lophicon, you mean?
the Dilophocan Iguanus, it looks like it's going to be used for Iguanus in the future.
Dilophoguanus.
But they always do these weird things where like they make the molds and then they just do weird things with them. Like the Siege Megatron has been Megatron 12 times. Where's the uniqueness to it? Or then they make the Jurassic Park 2-packs that have, the one that came with the 2 deluxes. Both really unique molds. What else are we going to see them for? Iguanus? Sure. This guy? I don't know. What else could they use it for?
They could use for a new Hound. I don't know.
Well, we already have our Earth Mode Hound in the 5-pack. Only because Target didn't want that Hound for their freaking subline.
Maybe I don't know. But if we got an Earth Mode Hound in Legacy and if people are not happy about it, they could just repaint the Jurassic Park 1 into a proper Studio Series 86 cartoon accurate Hound. So
They will never do it, and you know it.
They will. Yeah, they had their chance. The Hound they used in that 5-pack was supposed to be for the 86 line, and it was going to be a Target exclusive.
yep.
And then that whole entire operation fell through. So they ended up deciding to do what honestly was a saving grace for my shelves. Which was take 5 random Autobots or 4 random Autobots, stick them in a 5-pack with them, and make at least 2 of those Autobots ones that were stupid hard to get.
I'm happy they actually did that too. Like, I'm not going to buy the 5-pack because I already have all of those figures, but for those who couldn't get those initial issues, super happy for everyone that can actually pay like a reasonable. It's still expensive, but it's like a reasonable SRP for it.
Super Robot Ed, when I said that Hasbro could retool the Jeep, one of the Jeep Autobots in the Jurassic Park 2-pack and the second Jurassic Park 2-pack, it literally looks like G1 Hound. It looks like G1 Hound on steroids. So,
yeah, I was like, the only issue I have, like, first of all, I don't like transforming this thing. It could just be like a me thing, but I'm not a fan of the way it transforms. Like, there's a lot of really tight clearances on everything that just don't jive well with me. That's just my personal like opinion. Otherwise, like the 2-pack on sale for like half off, worth it.
Was I supposed to say something?
I don't know. I heard something.
No,
I heard something.
It went quiet. I thought y'all were literally like trying to segue me in. I was like, wait, what on this?
No, you're good, man. We're just waiting on. I thought Marvelous said he came back. What happened to him?
I heard something like 5.
Yeah, I
He
heard
probably,
that, like,
he probably tripped and whacked his hand on his desk.
Briximus is here.
yo,
Yo.
Yo, Briximus. Hello, hello, hello.
Permission to hit him.
It's my channel. Permission granted. Briximus, you might have to turn on your camera for that.
Ow. You know, at this point, JJ, if you've been keeping up with Scrapyard, it doesn't matter if the camera's on.
Yeah, it genuinely doesn't matter. In fact, there was that one time where he literally profoundly said, "Ah, the camera is off. You cannot harm me."
the camera's off. You cannot.
And I
You cannot
learned
hurt
very
me.
quickly to take back those words.
Oh no!
And I retract my initial statement. And
Even if the camera's off, you can still be harmed.
So for
as sad as
context,
that is,
Acer,
yes.
my anyways, so these two actually appear rather regularly on a podcast I do called The Scrapyard.
Mm.
And one of the big things is if we're arguing about something, we will fake throw hands with each other.
That's
It's
incredible.
a lot of fun. So if you ever
It's
want,
mostly me who's in
by all means,
pain.
let me know.
Yep.
Christmas, you just got to stop having all of the volcanic takes. That's all you got to do.
Oh, he don't even need to have a take. Sometimes if I'm really, really itching, I'll just be like, "Hi."
Oh, poor Christmas. I can't help you then. I'm sorry, man.
It's fine. I don't need help.
You know, it was literally on the scrapyard.
Not that kind of help, anyway.
It was
Oh
literally
my
on
god.
it. You know, it was on the scrapyard streams itself that I laughed my butt off when our boy Flaming Bees was joking on the Lost Galaxy Megazord with the whole
With what?
button,
With
Oh,
what?
yeah.
with the whole
With the gorilla button?
the whole gorilla belly button joke.
Oh no!
And he's dead.
Oh, why? Golly.
Bean, come here. Come here, Beanie. Come here, Beanie.
Beanie.
I cannot stop laughing at that joke. I cannot.
it's okay. Come here. Come on.
It's too funny. Oh, it's just too funny.
Come here.
Oh, it's too funny. Oh my gosh.
Come here. There you go, Beanie. Oh, Bean.
What the heck?
Anyway,
Yeah,
so I recently finished playing Sly Cooper Thieves in Time for the very first time, from beginning to end, and I got all 50 trophies during playing the game. And oh my gosh. Sly Cooper Thieves in Time. If y'all people say that it's not a fun game, bro, you are tripping. You are tripping. So.
could depend on what kind of games they like, though.
And now I'm currently actually playing it the second time round because I want to, play it quickly. So, and it's still fun. I still love Sly Cooper. So this day I will never get bored. But me, I still need to continue the gameplays of Sly Cooper #1. So
Speaking of,
I've been meaning to get back into more gameplay content.
Yeah, it's so funny you guys mentioned that. Hey, JJ,
Yes.
how do you feel about editing some BC Games videos in the future?
Yes, please.
Oh snap!
With me in them.
Well, now that depends, Briximus. Are you going to be commentary in the back, or are you going to be one of the guys that I randomly blow up at some point?
Probably both.
Probably both.
That way you can beat me up in game. If we ever given each other, crap, we can just, blow up each other with a grenade, punch each other off the stage or whatever it will be,
Oh no!
or do a funny emote.
See, if you do an emote on me, that's when I'm just going to come at you with a vengeance. See, like at that point, we'd be sitting there, we'd be playing the game. He'd get his one in. I'd be like, all right. Good job. The moment he does like the floss. Oh hell nah! The miracle when I spawn in, I just
today.
I wouldn't dare do that.
Somehow my rage
cringe
just hacks the game. I throw the gun to the side and I just.
We go from guns to hands.
No, I took a knife to a gunfight and I used my fists.
Oh.
Sounds like you.
But what about a gun lance to a gunfight?
I'll still throw hands.
Oh, I've been
I
playing.
literally have the biggest gun hammer that has ever existed. There is genuinely no way you're gonna
Feast your eyes on the magical powers of my editing skills. Oh.
Oh, you
Feast
just
your
had to
eyes
brag with
on
you just had to brag with the video editing you do for me, huh? You just had to.
Then we go to the robot mode part where I showed the comparison. Where's the comparison? Where is it? Where? Ah, there we go.
And again, moving him over here. Here is the Siege Voyager in robot.
It's like DC owns Siege Prime.
Somehow he actually if your eyes are trained enough, you'd actually know there's no way Siege Prime is actually next to him. But for the untrained eye, you'd literally believe both toys are there.
Yep.
Yeah, if you look hard enough, you can tell, but it looks really good otherwise.
I wouldn't have noticed if you didn't say anything.
I would have noticed based off of the shadowing on the Siege one. It's like the only way I would have been able to tell is the shadowing on it.
So either way, homeboy made some magic happen there.
Yep. Truth be told, that Siege Prime, that's actually mine.
Huh?
Yeah, I took a picture of mine, and I literally
didn't
the
just
background and
like...
everything. I literally. So here's what I did. I just took a picture of my Siege Prime in truck mode and robot mode, and I just basically just removed the background. So yeah, that's my copy, by the way. That's my copy.
Oh, I just sneezed.
Wait a minute. So that's not...
Yeah.
BC does not own the figure. That's my copy.
I used to own Siege Prime, and I still to this day think that he's a fucking banger.
Yeah, he used to.
I still have my Siege Prime, even if I barely touch him that much.
Yeah, I think I put mine... I think it's on the bottom shelf over there. It's on the bottom shelf. I've been moving a lot of stuff around in my office.
Okay, you're doing the head talk a lot. Are you okay, Bean?
Being
I'm
okay.
genuinely not going to continue to argue it at this point. It's just not worth it anymore. And there he is with the War of Cybertron on Netflix. But wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Okay?
That's not the Netflix.
Don't do that. Are you okay?
Is this a possible tease for the future? Accessories and gimmicks wise.
You okay? I'm sorry.
You know what I love the most? This
Really? We're really gonna keep making toys of this guy still? Did y'all forget he dies in like everything he's ever in? Seriously, there's a reason why we call him Robo Jesus. At this point, we're gonna have to make an entire religion based.
So
That's funny.
for those wondering, I actually had a full blown rant written down for that skit. Part of the way through it, or right when I was about to record it, I'm like, wait a second, I got a sneaky suspicion somebody is gonna hear this and they're gonna think that I'm just coming after Christianity or something. Which, by the way, if that is your faith, that is your faith. I will not judge you, nor will I allow that to cloud my judgment of you. That said, when I was doing this skit, I realized how hard I was leaning into the Christianity joke. And I'm like, how can I still make this funny and still allow at least some of this in?
You pull what the boys do every time. That's all you do. You just lean into it.
Yep.
I leaned into it and then I cut him off.
That's what I always do in some of my reviews. If there's a joke or something that goes a little too long, I find to save on time, I'll find the perfect spot where it kind of cuts, and then it helps me reduce some of my videos down by a couple minutes.
Exactly. And I've got quite a few fun, I have plenty of videos, especially from my old backlog, where I have some genuine banger jokes. Like, brace yourselves. Combiner Wars Ultra Prime was one of the ones that had one of my best jokes in it. Calm down, JJ. The joke for one of the jokes for it was way back when people were constantly screaming, "This Voyager Prime doesn't make any sense. He doesn't have a combiner team he combines with. They literally just needed an excuse to do an Optimus Prime style combiner." And I said straight up, "Well, you think that, but Hasbro at the time seemed to always kind of have some level of a plan." And surely enough, we got Sunstreaker, Ironhide, Prowl, and Mirage as a reference to that one episode, even though the Autobot choices were way wrong. I think the only one that actually ended up being like right on the money was Mirage. Anyways, so when I got those 4 deluxes, I put them with the red Prime, because at the time I genuinely did not want the white one. And so I said straight up, well, here's something really funny about that. So many of you guys were screaming, "There's no point in making Optimus a combiner. He's not going to have his own limbs." You can eat your words now. I'll get you some ketchup. The way this man facepalmed. The way he facepalmed. I told that was the one joke that made that video for me. It's so funny.
Lord.
And then
See, I'm the opposite. I'll put jokes in. I think it's funny, and then I'll watch it a week or sometimes a month or even a year later, and I'm like, man, what was I thinking?
I just have scripts written that I haven't done anything with.
So if people want to complain about Prime not having limbs, like a combiner thing, keep in mind Henry John Prime exists.
yeah.
That is true. And also Revenge of the Fallen Jetfire too. That is a combiner.
Yeah.
Omega Prime.
Although that's more of a Skin Suit Prime, then
Oh hell nah! You're not about to come. You are not about to come. You come here. I just want to talk. I just want to talk.
it's Skin Suit.
Don't trust him. Don't listen to a thing he says. He'll sound all nice, and then he'll come and sneak up on you.
The original Optimus Prime.
Oh no.
See, well, guys, you got to understand. This was during the time where G1 had not been around for a while. The Bayverse didn't come out, so Transformers wasn't hitting its stride. So he had a little bit of a dad bod, okay?
Nothing wrong with that.
You know why Energon Prime is fat? Because he ate a lot of pizza bagels.
Well, I mean, Energon is in the name, so there was just a little too much Energon to go around. You know what I mean?
Really?
It's literally Optimus Prime.
Really? Yeah, that's another thing we do on my show. We legit actually look at each other. You gonna chest up? Square up then.
I love him go with it. I love him go with his whole pizza bagel and burrito joke. So,
anyways,
absolutely.
but what's another really good? What was another really good review joke I had? Oh, the Jackie skit for when I did Combiner Wars Defensor, because I used to take ridiculously long breaks back then. Now it's a miracle if I get anything out. But like back then, I would take like a couple months break, and then I'd go like right back into the grind.
Wow.
One of the ones I did was
Oh boy. Oh boy.
one of the ones I did for
Oh boy.
for like coming back was Combiner Wars Defensor, and I meant like all 6 figures in one go. Like, yeah, I was one of those. I've looked at it like, if I'm gonna do videos on any of these figures, I'm doing the whole team, not none of this like break it up BS. How much of a fool I was. So again, like as you saw, I do the Jackie skits at the beginning because like that's been my shtick for a while. Since he always pops up in the videos, every time you see an opening skit, you always gotta wonder what is Jackie gonna do next. Like that's the whole point of the skits. What will Jackie do next? This one, bearing in mind, I had literally just come back from a month-long break. I just have Jackie bouncing around in front of the camera going, "This was back, again, Jackie's back. Hello, back." And before he can even go any further with the joke, I smack him off camera. I go, "I'm back, you moron." I'm sorry. I won't do it again. You're gonna do it again after the next break, aren't you? I probably will.
I think my favorite joke I put in a review, it was
Okay, now I
best
want
jokes are in
now
some
I
of the
really want
reviews
to
you
check that
can't
out.
find
I
anymore,
want to see. I want to see what happens there. Now I want to see for real. No way. Wait, hold on. I want to try to. When was this? When was this?
When did this turn into the let's all check out BC's old catalog?
Okay, I see Power of the Prime.
Well, you're the one who brought it up.
Acer just met me. Stop embarrassing me.
Hey, look, man, I've probably put out a lot more embarrassing things than even I know of.
I said in an actual YouTube toy review that I thought Classics 2.0 Galvatron was a good toy. I don't think you're ever going to get any worse than that.
I mean, there
I
was
the video.
a really,
I found the video 8 years ago.
there was a really short video I made of the Gamer Edition Bumblebee. Like, I wrote I didn't write it. Like I just recorded that video all in like 30 minutes while toasted.
Toasted.
I was
Are you kidding me?
I'm back, you moron. Okay, I won't review them. I swear.
I'm trying to think. Do I even have it on my YouTube?
Oh my
channel?
god.
Okay, well, I might have gotten the ending part of it confused with something else. Oh no, I remember now. Okay.
Oh,
JJ,
no, I did
Mhm.
post it. Oh god.
look up top
These
figures
nuts.
of 2020.
Mhm. Oh, there we go.
Oh.
The opening skit for this one.
I think we all know who it is. It is me! I'm number one! I'm the best one this year! Oh,
Don't even try that ever again.
I'm sorry. I won't do it again. I swear if you do it next year, I probably will.
Probably will.
You know, I found the video that I had made the video in like under 30 minutes, just completely toasted one night.
So confirmed. You smoked the devil's lettuce.
No, it wasn't that. It was the juice.
It was the juice.
Dude, the juice.
It
The
was
juice.
the adult juice that.
The adult juice.
Oh, got you.
Adult juice.
It's been a while since I've done that, and there's a very good reason why I don't anymore. Anyways, I'll be right back.
Yeah, I
The
would
adult juice root beer.
Yeah, like-
Yeah.
any of the videos that like I make or produce are like I don't aim for family friendly stuff for my channel. So like for JJ's sake, let's not show it on his stream, just for his own.
Wow.
You can show my videos if you want.
The adult juice. Oh my gosh.
I just warn you ahead of time that my stuff that I make is not appropriate for.
Anyone realize that I'm like my recent short on Junkyard Scrap Heap, how it got to 1.6? I don't even know.
Interesting. I feel like my shorts are very hit and miss.
I have a single short of my 3 that has done actually very well. Just one of them though.
Those have been like doing quite well, like over 400 views, like most of the time. So.
I have 2 shorts that are at 10,000, and then all the rest of them are at like 1K.
I only have 3 shorts total, and 2 of them are like sub 100, and only one of them is like 1.5K.
Mm.
I don't even know how it got to that point.
Mm.
You know who else doesn't know how it got to that point? My mom. Woo!
I have started to rewatch regular show again recently, and I just got through the first season.
A regular show. Like,
You know who else just got through the first season? My
yeah.
mom.
Who's the guys called? Mordecai and Rigby. They're like there's so many moments they go like, whoa.
Whoa.
I need to get around to actually finishing all of that show in its entirety. Like I grew up watching it, and I don't know why that past a point. I think it's because I started working is what happened. Is why I stopped watching. I didn't have time for it. Because I was like, go to school.
So I came back.
Go to
Just
work.
realized I have to go again. So bear back again.
You know who else will be back? I'm just kidding.
No more Breximus. No more.
Real up to the toilet first.
Where's my hammer? I don't have a hammer, but I do have this. It's a drill.
Oh, I see you. You were doing a bit there.
So, what?
Get it? Drill bit.
Don't make me use this,
Whatever.
Breximus. Don't make me. I can't be threatening. I'm sorry.
What's going on?
Oh, hey,
Your beeswax,
on
Jackie.
stream. We
Hey,
have
hey, Jackie. Hey, Jackie.
What?
Did you know that this was you?
Is that you?
Actually, no. That's my cousin Wheeler.
Wait, is
Nah,
it?
my name is Jackie. Like you, Jackie. My name is
His name
Wheeler
is
Jack.
Wheeler, like Joey Wheeler.
No, just Wheeler. Okay, Okay, look, he did a lot better in school than I did. Okay, let's just put it that way. Jackie, what the hell are you doing?
Jackie, you went to
Don't tell him I
school?
came here.
What is going on? Where's my other self? Where's my other self? Wait, that's not how I talk. Oh man, I'm using the wrong accent. I'm using
You
Southern
definitely
accent.
are using the wrong accent there.
That's
Ray.
the wrong accent, Hermano.
The wrong accent, hermano. What are you doing?
That sounds more French.
Yeah.
My name is Wheels Jack, and no, that's
No,
that's
you
not
won't.
the right accent either.
It is definitely not the right accent.
Oh, holy shnikes.
Schnikes?
This is one of the most complicated Transformers to ever transform, I swear.
Which one?
I am currently reorganizing my Bayverse shelf, and I want Deluxe Class Revenge of the Fallen RC in motorcycle mode, and I can't even remember how this works.
I don't own that one, so
I don't know that one.
Frickin' Toyota, how the frick am I supposed to get the wheels into the wheel wells? How the freak?
Well, that's the problem. It's a Toyota. Get you a Kawasaki instead.
Yeah.
You know what's the simplest transformer?
The
The simplest transformer of them all. This guy.
I thought it was this guy.
What are you holding?
You
What are you holding, Acer?
legs,
That's Gears.
Oh, gears. Okay.
bring down his legs, and
He's
then
actually surprisingly complicated.
remove the gun. Then flip out his toes, and then all you do is just bring out his arms, and then untap this, bring us up, flip that in, and bring this down, bring it down, flip that in, and then you just rotate the head if I can even try. Wait, there we go. There we go. Perfect.
Problems?
There we go. And then bring up the chest, have that in, flip out his fists, and make sure everything is clipped in. And then after that, you just flip out the fist again, and then boom, finished. He's done. So simple, so easy. So there we go. Perceptor.
What the hell are you chugging?
Water?
That looked a little too good to be water.
No, it's water, man. I drink like 2 or 3 of these. If this was not water and I was drinking 2 or 3 of these a day, that'd be concerning.
Yeah, I'd be concerned.
Vodka
very
water,
concerned.
same color, same thing.
Just gotta make sure you're healthy. That's all. That's all I'm saying, man. Just gotta make sure you're healthy.
That would have been funnier if that was the root beer. And they're like, it's not your father's root beer you got there.
Anyway,
Moving on.
I still got this figure to review, so yeah.
That Sunstreaker is very good and very fun. Like, it's not.
And I still need to review Shockwave as well.
I'm of the opposite opinion of that Sunstreaker.
Of course you
I'm
are.
very behind on my backlog of figures to go through and photograph.
Curious on what.
Like,
what-
I've for the first time in like a year and change, I've had like the past week off, and then I don't go back to work until the 17th. And it is fantastic and strange for me because I've never had off this long from work and not know what to do with myself.
So you're just gonna brag about it? Is that what it is? Because I gotta go back to work tomorrow.
Oh no, like the fab I work at is shut down for facilities upgrades.
Did I just forget that there was another episode of My Adventures with Superman this weekend?
I still need to actually start watching season 2.
I've seen the first episode of that show.
Never watched it. Didn't care.
I watched the first few episodes.
I think it's one of the best Superman that's been out for a while because he's a lot more down
Show.
to earth, a lot more relatable of a character compared to other.
So hold on,
Supermans.
have y'all seen the Suicide Squad isekai?
Nah.
The like anime?
Yeah, it's weird.
No,
Nope.
I haven't because it's two of my least favorite things. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, fair enough. It does lean really.
BC, I'm curious. What do you have against this boy?
This is gonna sound real dumb, but hear me out.
Well, I mean that's not new for you.
Oh no! Oh, no.
Got
Uh-oh.
you.
Reximus,
Uh-oh.
we can't protect you, man.
Uh-oh.
Like,
Uh-oh.
Sorry, you want to repeat that?
Huh? What?
JJ only has so much power here, man.
You know who else only has? I'm just kidding.
Hey, JJ,
Oh no!
Yeah.
permission to terminate?
Oh no! Wait! Hold on!
Yes.
Hold on! Let's be reasonable here. Oh, no. Sorry, Briximus. I tried.
No. Anyway, as you were saying.
That's said. What bugs me on that, honestly, is the shoulder articulation. Like the shoulders bug me immensely. Because then the reason why is because the design itself is just really cool, like unapologetically cool. And the fact that I can't get it into ridiculously awesome poses drives me nuts. What?
You can get him into some cool poses. Not a lot, but some.
There we go.
Give me a minute.
Oh. Nah, I like the Sunstreaker. I think it's fun.
It's a fun transformation. I like it.
It's also real. It's still really funny to me that it came out in the exact same way that they pushed out a Sideswipe. And if I remember right,
guess-
someone had said that they had planned that to have them both the Sideswipe and the Gamer Edition, and then the Bumblebee movie, Sunstreaker. They plan to release them in the same wave at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was Evan, I think is his name. But one of the designers like planned ahead on that.
Because it's not very often that we'll get a new Sideswipe or Sunstreaker, barring the fact that we got the two Sideswipes in the War for Cybertron trilogy. Granted, one of them was an exclusive to Amazon. And then
Correct.
I think you mean 10 side swipes.
okay, but specifically Sideswipe though.
Technically, if it's specifically side swipe, we got
We got
I
the
think.
Netflix one.
Oh no,
And then
four.
we got
Four of them.
Yeah.
Because there was the
Fine, Brixton.
mainline Siege one, there was the Netflix repaint, there was the G2 side swipe, and then there was the Kingdom.
okay, but barring exclusives aside, the only one that you could walk into any store and find, Siege Sideswipe was the only one you could do that with.
Yeah, that is true. Each Sideswipe was the most produced. Now, granted, if we're talking the actual amount of uses that Sideswipe
the
mode
amount of
had, dear God,
That mold was repainted to Tarnenback.
See, here's the messed up part. We know for a fact we're getting an Armada wheeljack out of it. So that much we know that much for a fact.
Oh
But
yeah,
guess what? That mold is perfect for one other thing.
Who?
Who here remembers the robots in disguise spy changers?
that was probably whenever I was too young for that, and I never had a
I have
chance to
heard
revisit that.
that they're gonna use the mold again for RID 2001, Crosswise, and Hotshot.
And Rev.
Yes.
Wait, where you mean we still get more life out of this mold, or they can just keep milking it? Just
Yeah.
oh
I
no.
think they are.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're gonna.
Mold. They're not gonna get using it. So.
At least
Not only can they damn show will.
I'm not too mad about the sideswipe being milked to Tarnenback, as long as it's not the legacy RC mold, because my feelings towards that mold has soured a little bit.
Now, see,
I own of that mold. I only own the only acceptable version.
Laser Cycle or
Flame
Jazz?
War.
Oh, I forgot Flame War. I missed my chance to buy Flame War.
I bought every single Hasbro Pulse Shattered Glass figure.
The only one I ended up actually caring about was the Shattered Glass Rodimus and Sideswipe pack.
Yes, BC. You don't want to say
Yes.
anything?
the funniest
Yeah,
part
I was
is,
just gonna say.
Just wheeze. Oh my gosh.
Go ahead and speak.
Here we go.
so anyways. So who here remembers the G2 Leadfoot from the Wreckers line?
Oh yeah, I specifically
wasn't
bought that
that
2-pack
the-
just for Leadfoot.
That
Yeah,
was
guess what?
Mirage repaint.
You could turn that into Spy Changers Mirage.
Oh my gosh. Yes, you can do that.
No, I don't
And the-
like that version of.
How about Skid Z? Skid Z.
I'm talking about the Spy Changers.
Yeah, but isn't Skid Z one of the spy changers?
No, he wasn't.
Oh, okay.
All right, go.
So Skid
I'll be
was
right
not. And unfortunately, the only other version of the only other figure you can use to make Ironhide is the Trailbreaker hoist mold. That's the only one that comes the closest. But hey, the fact that we technically now have molds that we can turn into the Spy Changers, we're basically golden.
Which, speaking
know
of robots in
already-
disguise, I still need
from
Cyber.
robots. I know from Robots in Disguise 2001, the only figures we've gotten so far is the Omega Prime, the Toe Line, Scourge, and Sideburn.
We don't talk about Scourge. We don't talk about Toe Line. I'm very excited for Sideburn. When is next year coming again?
Should be coming out in August. No. Maybe.
Are you talking about
Are you talking
Mega
about
Prime?
Wednesday's big
Yes, I'm
release?
talking about Omega Prime. Yeah, when is next year again?
Next year, it's slated for the fall.
fall, somewhere in October, I think.
Well, fall
Or
also
August.
means September, technically.
September, somewhere in September, October, August. That
I
time.
swear, if mine actually delivers on my birthday, it's a sign. I would lose my mind.
Or even if it was like around your birthday, that'd be awesome. Like even if it was like the day after or day before, I would still take it as a sign.
No, see, I have a wife that loves to really mess with me. Where if that box came in, she would take it and hide it the day before and refuse to let me have it until the next day.
So she
Is that
won't
right?
even do it in the midnight even?
Let me guess. You plead the fifth. You plead the fifth, don't you? She just keeps looking back at me like, shut up.
Does that mean that she won't even reveal it in the midnight? That she'll only reveal it in the morning?
No, what I was saying is she would be that person that would deliberately keep the Omega Prime from me the day before my birthday. Even if it delivers the day before my birthday, she would deliberately take it and hide it and tell me I can't have it till the next day.
So you can't have it till the official day of your birthday.
Yes. Now, of course, if it delivers on my actual birthday, there ain't nothing she can do.
Imagine if it arrived like a week before and you see all these people on Instagram or whatever and they all have theirs opening them up and you're sitting there knowing that it's somewhere in the house but you cannot find it.
And that's exactly why she'd do it. That's exactly why she'd do it.
I love this boy. I love this figure. I love this figure so much.
Isn't that just a knockoff of the Beast Hunters Shockwave?
I think it's retooled from it.
It's no, not retooled.
No, it's 100% a new mold. Just unfortunately, they kind of came to the realization that Prime Shockwave is the best tank former ever. Fight me.
So then they use that. Okay, so they use the skeleton.
So
Of
no,
that.
we didn't use the skeleton.
Wait, really? I know a lot of it looks like it's borrowed from like the Legends class or the Core class.
It's all brand new mold. It's all Voyager class sized. You know, it's a brand new mold. Nothing has been shared between the Beast Hunters version and this. So,
Not even the engineering?
no.
The
Yeah,
only
yeah.
thing that it shares anything with is it shares the very slimmest bit of engineering with the core class, but
Class, yeah.
but even then it's like a bit of a stretch because the core class, the transformation is very simplified where on the Voyager it's like about the same but with a lot of extra steps added in.
Yeah, because I have the Voyager and I do like that Voyager a lot. I don't think I'll ever transform it again, though, just because I don't really like Shockwave as a tank. He's more better off as, like, a spaceship or, like, a laser gun.
I don't know. I kind of like his tank mode, but I
Like
kind of
the-
I kind of just like Shockwave.
The tank modes that Shockwave has had, they've never been awful. You know, like Animated, Dark of the Moon, and then Prime Shockwave.
So it's literally just a you thing, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay.
I would rather him be a spaceship or a laser gun.
How about a
Now-
spider?
Him being a spaceship, I have a love-hate relationship with that idea. And the reason why, I'm not going to go full-blown into Siege. It 100% is because of Siege. They literally, like,
They did just take the G1 toy and flip it upside down and said, yeah, this is a spaceship. Here you go.
and that alone drives me batty.
But at least the G1 fans are happy, right?
Yeah, you wish.
Just watch.
Oh.
Just watch. Just watch.
That was a
Watch
funny joke. G1 fans happy?
Yeah, that was great.
That's
Hey,
true.
good job, man.
Great joke, man. Absolutely great joke.
That's a great joke.
Here's
Yo,
the
he's
thing.
he's real funny. We should get him on Scrapyard at some point. Yeah, tell all your funny little jokes there.
I'll be the one there with the volcanic takes instead.
Look at this. Look at this robot mode. Oh boy.
I know that robot mode for Shockwave though is phenomenal.
Absolutely fantastic. I mean, I don't.
The
I look at
head's
it-
still a little like
When I look at this robot mode, I have told myself, you know what? I'm not even going to care about the lack of biceps for this guy. Yes.
Did I ever tell you guys the story that why that shockwave design has a little bit of personal
Maximus,
attachment to
Maximus,
me?
Maximus, bro,
What?
BC talk. Kind of deserved the slap there. So
I was literally sitting there going like this the entire time, Briggs,
Like,
trying to actually
he's
get his
not
attention.
talking.
Like, hey, hold up. Weren't we talking about like reveals and leaks?
yeah, but the only leaks that happened recently was Studio Series 86 Prime and the recent Mayhem, Bludgeon, and Ruckus.
Yeah, those were the only two as far as I'm aware. Otherwise, we're just having fun here.
Oh, well, then,
One
all right.
account
That-
with
that-
the,
Hey, I apologize. I apologize.
no.
You had better.
Unless you want to count the official images of the dead Braun and dead Ratchet 2.
Oh yeah. Oh no, they did the funny. I always love whenever that is the funniest reveal that Hasbro has done in a long time.
This picture has me dying laughing.
Hey, that's a joke right there.
Did you read the caption on the Instagram post? Was like relive the epic moments from this movie.
Yeah, this pic right here.
And it's like,
And then posted that.
it's just childhood trauma. They're like, here, the reason why you walked out of the movie when you were 10, come and buy it.
Screen accurate details.
You know what this reminds me of? This kind of reminds me of the Revenge of the Fallen Fortress.
Oh no. Yo, so like, you want to know what the only complaint I had with the dead Ironhide and Prowl 2-pack was? Was you didn't get a smoke effect for Prowl's face.
What's wrong with you?
A lot, man. You don't know.
He wanted the smoke effect from his eyes. Oh
Yeah, I
my
want it.
And his mouth.
His face was smoking because Ironhide made freaking chili for him. Back off.
Yeah, no, like I was looking at this pack, I was like, this is
just
really
to-
good, and I finally have the
just to
Earthrise
be
Prowl
sure.
mold. But
Just to make sure if I heard correctly, you said back off, right? BC, you said back off, right?
Yes.
Okay, good.
so,
Oh, dang it, missed opportunity, JJ.
oh no.
When you said back off, you should have showed the image of Braun getting shot in the back.
Oh wait, no, we have been shifted.
You know what? I'm gonna give you the fist.
So you know how Studio Series 86 gave us Dead Prowl?
Yeah.
I
No, I
resurrected
don't
him.
know.
I resurrected him.
Man, I am really upset I missed out on that release.
But I kind of like how they retooled the chest for the like more like a front bumper thing, like.
Wait a minute, did you take the chest off of the Earthrise and stick it onto the 86 one?
No, this is actually
Or is
the,
it
the front bumper section of the Blue Streak. Not Blue
Wait.
Streak, Silver Streak.
Really? What about the white part of the chest? I thought the white part of the chest up top had the...
It's paint.
Oh, I see.
That's pain.
I think it was really hard to see that it's paint on camera.
Yeah, that's the idea. You legit can't tell. And because of that, he's
You like, ripped off the whole front section of... Oh.
There we go.
there's
Back
Braun
off.
getting his back blown out.
So when you said back off, I thought you were going to show this image.
I think
And then I was going to say, Braun got his back off.
There's a good no. There's a good reason why he didn't go for that, because he knows dang well I'd have just straight up left the stream at that point. Huh?
What a gaping hole. Look at his eyes. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no, like that so far.
The way his eyes are molded.
So we had the Dead
Wait a minute.
Universe Prime, which I don't know if that actually counts towards anything or not.
Wait a second. Hold up.
It's his
JJ,
corpse.
JJ, can you pull Braun back up real quick, please?
Is it this picture?
No, the other picture.
The one where he's getting his.
So- 2 back. Go back 2 pics.
Oh,
The one where his back is getting
No,
exploded.
that one. That one. Okay,
one?
zoom in, please. Huh.
Hmm.
I really gotta hope and pray that they kept the shades of green the same, because if that's the case, I might be doing a quick arm swap on my 86 one.
Also, is it just me, or in the stock photography, are his arms sitting?
it looks like the green is more brown than
His
anything.
shoulder does look a little low.
Hold on. Let me grab my brawn real quick.
Yeah, my brown is
Yeah, no. Hold on a minute. They have his shoulder sitting like. His shoulder is sitting halfway down.
He's mistransformed.
Oh, this is just one of those common Hasbro L's.
Yeah.
I am sure the
Oh.
designers like.
Here. Guys, just want to see a Studio Series 86 brow done proper, like a brand new mold, not an Earthrise reuse. I mean, what else can you do? There's nothing else.
The only thing I could see them doing for a proper 86 Prowl is just to release a version of it that doesn't use
Hey,
clear
Daniel.
plastic or have the
I got
black
you covered.
bits.
I mean, what else can you do, Daniel? I mean, the Datsun mold is perfect for the smoke screen, blue streak, and prowl.
I got you covered, Daniel.
It's already
I got you
perfect.
covered.
So, plus, you already have the Earthrise prowl, so Earthrise prowl is already going to be your like quote unquote Studio Series 86 prowl. So,
Like,
I
I
don't-
think we're at the
Actually,
point
no,
now
I
with
don't.
G1 characters where like there's not a whole lot you can do to make them better.
yeah.
Like, take example like this 86 Bumblebee. There really isn't a whole lot you can do. Now, there is one character I think they could do a teeny bit more to fix, and that is going to be more so like nitpicking. And when I say nitpicking, I mean like small details that like you're never going to pay attention to. Like these camera, work with me here. Like these parts, the back sections of this side swipe, like right here. The only thing to change on this figure is make these parts fold away. Otherwise, this is perfect. Like you can't do much else to make this perfect for a side swipe.
I mean, hey, I'm kind of with Homeboy on that one.
Like you just have to make a few more things hide away. Like sure, in a few years, deluxe price point, you can do that for sure.
Look at the alt mode for this dead run. It looks so alive. And then in robot mode, he's on more dead. So,
Yeah, he looks suspiciously not dead in that.
Looks so great. You look so great.
the green is different though.
Yeah, I've noticed that. I've noticed for a lot of the Target recolors, they tend to change up like the gradient or the saturation of the figures a little bit.
Or maybe it's because they're already starting to die and turn gray.
But then hold on. Then they gave us the main 86 cup, and then they gave us the repaint that doesn't use the weird clear plastic.
I know what 2-pack they're gonna do next. They're gonna do a dead wind charger and wheeljack, aren't they?
If we get dead wind charger before we get a proper one, I will.
Hold on. Yeah,
I'm gonna laugh.
It wouldn't be the first time Hasbro has used a mold for something else designed for another character.
They've done it with Titan's Return.
Like whenever they gave us Detritus and they gave us that Earth Mode Hound and they just teased us with it, and then they ripped it
that's
from our
exactly
hands
what I
and said,
said.
"Here, to
That's
Gen
exactly-
Select it goes."
That's literally what I explained in my review for Detritus. I was like, okay, I like the Detritus figure, but why did we get him first? and
Yeah,
not
where's
Hound?
Hound?
Like, we're like, what? Where's Hound? Why?
Like,
why
where is the Hound at? Like, come on!
where Hound at, man? I need my Earth Mode Hound, not the.
I
Detritus.
find it surprising Hound is the exclusive and Detritus is the mainline release.
Like that's the crazy part to
That's
me.
unheard of.
That's just so odd.
Oh, you wanted this cartoon main character? Well, you get to have this side character nobody who never showed up in the cartoon who just looks like him.
Like, I mean, you could say it's like desert camo hound, but they never did those.
Now,
Yeah.
I'm going to say something real quick, and I'm not going to say who did this. All I'm going to say is when I had literally gone on a really long-winded rant. I know, right? That totally not my MO. So I went on a long-winded rant about how I'm simply just not going to settle when it comes to Hound. I'm going to be stubborn, and I'm going to wait until that Earth Mode one comes out. I literally had one specific person that I know at least two of you know. I don't know if Acer knows him, but I know at least you two know. He told me, BC, at this point, you should just give in and get the Siege Hound because we are never going to see that Earth Mode one happen because there simply is no way it will. And then the 5-pack got leaked.
Yeah, 'cause I remember it started off as the target listing for Hound as part of like the Buzzworthy Bumblebee line.
Yeah, part of the studio series.
Target, like, they
Wow.
backed out of it, and Target's no longer doing Buzzworthy Bumblebee. They're just like taking exclusive pack deals with Hasbro instead.
Yeah, I still bought a Buzz with the Bumblebee figure.
Wait, which one was that?
Nest Ratchet.
Oh, the Ratchet, Nest Ratchet. That one's solid.
I like this better than the original, by the way.
Yeah, that one I do like a lot more.
He's just way more solid. Like all the joints are super snug and like.
Yo, BC, your paint job for the front section of the Prowl, that is top tier.
That is.
The paintwork is actually not my doing. This is my wife's.
Oh, really?
Oh,
She does a really good job then.
she did a
Holy.
good job. She did a really good job with that.
Yeah, I'm
Give her
I'm
props. Give her
super
props.
happy with it.
My hat's off to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did a damn fine job on this.
I
Yeah, that
applaud.
was really
I
well
applaud.
done.
I
Like-
applaud to her. Yes.
Also, by the way, you know what I just realized?
Hmm.
I think Cliff Jumper will be the first character to get 2 Studio Series 86 figures.
Oh yeah,
Aside from
because they
stuff.
can
Oh,
read-
that is correct. Yes.
they could repaint them from this, which I don't hate the Earthrise mold for Cliff Jumper or Bumblebee or any of the ones they've done. I just think that
Outdated.
this,
A bit outdated, the mold.
like, this is what that figure should have been back in the day. Because I remember the main reason they said that Bumblebee was a parts former was because the part for the back bumper that was supposed to attach it was too brittle.
Mm.
So then they just made it into a parts former. And like, that's the part that got me about the mold is like, you're knowingly using a brittle material. And like, that's where a lot of my judgment of like Hasbro's plastic choice comes in. It's like, you know, this material is brittle. You know this from the start and you keep using it. Why?
Mm.
They spent too much money on it. They have to make the money back somehow.
Like, because I know there's like the whole like plastic compatibility with like the sprues and the molds and all that other stuff in the manufacturing process. And then like sometime in manufacturing, like I'm sure their process techs and operators.
If you want to
run
talk
into
about brittle, if you want to talk about brittle, so something broke again on my Studio Series Jetfire.
Oh,
Ooh.
It is it's like it's at the part where his leg area.
on your Studio Series Jetfire?
The
You
mushroom-
broke the old man's groin?
the mushroom-
No, not Grandpa.
So what you're saying is, JJ, is he needs that
You
cane
see-
now more than
You
ever.
see, the thing is, I was literally trying to sandwich the mushroom peg into the mushroom hinge, but then the mushroom hinge, the mushroom slot there, just broke off, and I'm like, oh no, that's not good. Oh,
Oh no! Oh no!
I was like, no, that's no good at all. I'm like,
That's no bueno.
that means I can never transform him into robot mode.
Oh,
Because I always have him combined with Prime.
That hurts, JJ. That really does.
Especially with how much that figure goes for now.
Dude,
Yeah.
yeah, like I remember whenever that thing first came out, and I had a really hard time finding him.
I still never got him.
Like I
Well, what-
remember there was
Let me tell you what broke on my Studio Series Jetfire. So one, the those tabs connecting the cockpit section. When you remove the cockpit section to put on the shoulders for Prime, yeah, the tabs for the connection, those little tiny pieces, the tabs broke off, unfortunately. And then and then that the knee thing, the mushroom hinge thing broke off, and I'm like, okay, that's no good. That is
oh man. I
But
still
I
remember
digress. I digress. He can stay together in jet mode. He just cannot stay together in robot mode.
I still remember the night I had found that Jetfire too. Like it was whenever I lived in Tucson, and I was on one side of town. And I was leaving my friend's house, and it was like 9 o'clock at night, and I was going home, and I was like, "Well, I still have an hour before Target closes. I can just drive across town on this weekend." I don't know what I was thinking that night, but I found the Jetfire. This is years ago.
Mm.
It was the only Jetfire. I drove like 40 minutes for that thing at 9 o'clock at night.
Yep. See.
I no longer have those crazy lucky finds anymore, unfortunately.
Join the club.
Last time I had one of those kind of finds, it was again entirely random because I wasn't even toy hunting. I was just trying to kill for time. I went to Walmart to go see what they had, and again, it was a Walmart that had the same stuff every single week, every time I went, and so I kind of gave up. So I took a couple weeks break from checking that Walmart, and the one time I finally decided, you know what, I'll just go check them really quick. Again, this is like 11, or this is like in like 15 minutes before they close. I walk in, and everything is exactly the same except for a single Velocitron Cosmos.
Oh man, how I found my Velocitron Cosmos. The Velocitron Cosmos was the last super crazy find I had.
This
I
was back in like January of this year. So again, it was like, or January of last year. So it was like literally like
This is actually what I was talking
July,
about.
August, September. Like again, he came out back in July of July
Yeah.
of the first year of Legacy. So
That's
Dude, no, I remember the last crazy find I had was that Velocitron Cosmos. I was going home from work that morning, and I'd stopped off at Walmart, and I checked, the usual, like, oh, they don't have anything. It's the same usual stuff. And, me and my girlfriend work at the same place, and she just kind of steps back, looks up at the top shelf, and she's like, wait, no, something is new up on the very top. And I'm like, no, you're lying to me. There's no way you see something that high up on the shelf, mostly because she's like 5'4" and I'm 6 foot. I was like, I would have seen something up there, right?
How wrong you were.
I was like, she was like, no, like, check. I was like, okay, but it's not there. I promise you when I check. And lo and behold, buried somewhere in that pile of stuff at the very top shelf was the Cosmos.
Yeah.
You want to know why? You want to know why that bitch was buried?
Because some employee was trying to hide him.
Oh,
no, wait, no, PC, why did you say that on screen?
word. You just said the B word.
Oh no.
I apologize. That slipped. I promise.
Hey man, if this was my stream, you could most things are free game, but in JJ's house we have to follow his rules.
I'm aware that one slipped. I swear. He will hurt me if I do it again.
Oh man, this isn't JJ After Dark.
Oh, you love that, wouldn't
so
you?
sweet.
It is like lunchtime where JJ lives. We don't get JJ After Dark right now.
Yeah, no, you don't see me go live and after dark.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna tell y'all something real quick.
Oh no.
I got to hear him say the F word at one point.
JJ,
you?
What? He said
What?
fun.
No, dude, don't say anything.
Jay, I cannot
All he said was
believe you
fun.
said
No,
All he said was fun.
fun, yes. I
Yes,
said fun.
That's
I
that's
said
all he
fun.
said. Fun.
Yeah, fun. That is also
Sure.
a F word. So fun. Fun.
I
said
cannot
fun.
believe that you said JJ, I can't believe that you
said
said
fun.
Flaggen Hindle clip.
Bro, I said fun. What are you going on at me about?
Anyways, you want to know why that Cosmos was buried?
Some employee hit it.
Some other employee who was a Transformers fan decided, you know what? I'm gonna hide this because I know this thing is rare.
Oh no, dude!
But I don't get off. I don't get off for like another 20 minutes. I'm gonna hide this thing here, and then I'm gonna go finish off my shift. And then when I'm done, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna buy it. And then you showed up.
Yeah, no, like I show up after my shift at work. I feel like I earned that Cosmos that day. You know, it was a long 12-hour shift I was coming off of.
It's funny you mentioned that. I feel like I really earned my Cosmos because I was getting off of a 10-hour shift from pizza delivery that night.
I had to buy mine on the aftermarket.
Oh, that's not good.
You know what I feel even worse about? The people who found them at Ross for $8.
Oh,
That one kind of ticked me off quite a bit.
yeah.
Like, even though I
the-
paid
no,
only
the-
20
the
for mine,
second-
I was still kind of mad about that.
Most of the second wave of Velocitron was found at Ross, or was it Ollie's or whatever it's called?
Yes.
Yeah, it was both.
And like I never bothered to check, because we only have like Ross and TJ Maxx and like whatever. Like what other like not secondhand, but like surplus store where all the surplus goods go to get sold for cheap.
Yeah.
Liquidation stores.
Liquidation stores. I couldn't think of the word for a second. Like I never bothered to check because the ones here don't ever seem to get anything good.
And by that you mean they never
Now.
get Transformers.
Like whenever I lived in Tucson, whenever I was in the military, like they would get a lot of the good stuff up until the end of Earthrise. That's where they stopped getting all of the good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They take a while to get some stuff in, like based on what I've seen. Like they really do take some time doing it.
Oh,
Like, like when the time comes this Christmas, I'm gonna be hitting Ross's like a MFer, mainly because I want to see if I can get my hands on a Titan class Nemesis for $60.
That would be so nice. My gosh.
I did see years ago at a Ross, I did find an MP Ironhide or Masterpiece Movie Ironhide. At the time, I didn't have any interest in collecting Masterpiece Movie figures because I still lived in like a dormitory and I had very limited space.
Did Acer just place the F-bomb?
What?
I said MFer.
He
No.
almost did. He was like this close. I didn't say it.
I think my ears.
I think your senses are heightened after the.
Okay, look, I dropped one split. Content.
No. I wasn't.
It was something
said-
that Acer said. I heard him. I don't
No, Masterpiece Movie figures is what I had said because at the time I lived in a dormitory and didn't really have the space for it, so that's why I was sticking with mainline. And even now, I still am because masterpieces.
See, I can't even get him into robot mode.
Oh wait, JJ, no, you can have movie accurate Jetfire now.
See, I can't.
Movie accurate
If I knew you
Jetfire.
better, I'd punch you.
Movie
Hey,
accurate.
come on, that's funny. I'm not apologizing for that one.
Go there. You literally have to go there.
He just needs a Scorponok next to him.
Oh, Brexers,
You know, for
what have
movie
you done?
accuracy.
You had to go there. Yeah. You had to go there. You had to go there.
Piece
Oh,
of magical device.
oh no.
Bippity boppity boo.
Oh, poor Jetfire. He's missing a leg now. That is just so poor.
You
I
could
need to buy
say it
super-
cost you an arm and a leg.
I need to buy super glue for this. Wait, no, I have the glue gun, so I could actually use the glue gun on this guy. So I could actually easily fix it with the glue gun.
I swear, one of these days, I'm gonna actually like legitimately wind up something, throw it, and it's actually gonna slip out of my hand. It's gonna fly across the room. It's gonna bust into a million pieces. Rich is gonna hear it, think I did it to him, and so while I'm freaking out about the fact that I broke my remote, he's gonna turn his camera on the one time just so he can be like,
Oh, that's gonna be the golden. He's gonna see it fly out of your hand and just be like, "Wait, I can do it!
Yeah,
I can do the thing!"
balance. Let me see if he can balance on his broken leg. No, he cannot. No.
Oh no!
Ah,
oh
good.
Unfortunate.
no. So, anyways, yeah, I did a thing.
But yeah, no, that probably looks sick though.
I'm you know what? I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try something. Okay, I'm gonna try to fix this. I'm gonna try to fix this. Oh
I
man.
think like largely, I kind of gave up on checking Ross for anything
Oh, this is not good at
really
all.
that I might have missed out on. Is mostly because the ones in the city I live in now don't really get a whole lot of stuff even around the holidays. Like I've gone and I've checked, and there's not really anything worth picking out.
The best Transformers items that my Ross has ever gotten has probably been, and again, some of these I've never even bought because it's all stuff I've already owned, but like I was hunting around for the Ark for the longest time, and during those hunting times, I found Studio Series Nest Bumblebee, Studio Series Sideswipe. I found, all the Velocitron stuff outside Cosmos. There was also, oh frick, what was the other one? I found a lot of those legacy Walmart exclusive, the Beast Former characters like Sandstorm, Buzzsaw, and Nightcrawler.
This
around.
Dude, those were still at my Walmart until like 3 months ago.
I'm fixing this guy on camera.
I
Like,
also
it
found
took
those
them-
Netflix multi-packs where it was the Primal with Rat Trap and the Sparkless Seeker. I feel
The
like there was
Sparkless
something
Seeker is
else.
really cool though.
Yeah, I did buy the Sparkless Seeker, and then I bought the Primal later for a friend because I was asking him what he wanted for his birthday, and he's like, "I don't own any Beast Wars figures," and I was like, "Oh well, guess what I found."
I do like the deco on the Netflix Primal and Rat Trap a lot more than the standard Kingdom release, and a little bit more than the premium finish Beast Wars Again figures.
Mm,
Or no,
Oh
they're
yeah,
not
you know
premium
what was at Ross for the longest time?
okay.
Kingdom, Black Arachnia, Tigertron, and like all the fossilizers. They had been at Ross for like the longest time in my area.
Oh
Dude,
yeah.
it took me so long to get Kingdom Tigatron. Like I was actively hunting for Kingdom Tigatron and like I had given up for it. And then my coworker called me and he was like, "Hey man, you've been talking about wanting to find this figure for a long time and there's like 2 of them here. Do you want me to get one for you?" And I was like, "Wait, there's one there?" And he was like, "Yeah, man." I was like I was just there like yesterday and they didn't have it. But yes, I can get you the money for him like tomorrow.
Oh yeah, those are the other ones. I just barely remembered. I also found a lot of those vintage Walmart exclusive headmasters, where it was like inside where they were like the retro packaging.
Oh man, those were the super nice ones.
Yeah, I found a
I
few
still
of
need the
those.
highbrow from that.
I bought highbrow. Everyone else I passed on because I didn't need them.
Well, I can't.
I think I
fix
ended up
this
buying
for
all of
glue.
those Headmaster reissues because those were all the ones I didn't have, except for Weird Wolf. Weird Wolf was the one that I bought at retail release, but he has like the really weird soft clear red hinge.
It's funny you mentioned that. I have my Weird Wolf. I bought the Takara Legends version.
You know what? You know what? You know what? Hold on.
Feel like JJ, you good, man?
I'm trying to fix this guy.
Yeah, that Takara Legends Weird Wolf was my first time ever buying a Japanese Transformer. Like just period. Like just any Japanese related like release of a Transformer, that Weird Wolf. So I found it at a con, and the guy was only selling it for like $25, and I was like, "Really? Yeah,
Huh?
I'll definitely take that." And so I bought it for $25.
Dude, you robbed him.
Hold it.
I think he had a total of like 5 of them, and I just happened to buy one of them. And again, it was also the last day of the con, so I think he was also just trying to like get rid of
as much. But I mean, still, it just sounds like you just robbed him,
dude.
Like 25 still sounds really low for a Takara Legends Deluxe.
Yeah, I know. So I'm saying it just sounds like you robbed him.
Hey, Ace.
Yo.
Most of my new mainline collection was for free.
Huh?
That reaction was funny.
What?
Huh?
So this is one that's probably gonna peeve you off the most.
Oh no.
So you know how we were ranting about Earthrise Prime?
Yeah.
I didn't pay a dime for mine.
Wait, hold on. How did you? Was it like your wife bought him for you, or was it like somebody bought him and was like, I don't want this?
No, see, what's so funny about it, at the time Earthrise Prime came out, I was knee-deep in Masterpiece. So I didn't want it, but my friend Rob did. I was the only one that found it in my area.
Oh.
I told him, because I knew for a fact I was going to be seeing him that weekend. So I told him, I'll hide it, and, I'll check back when I'm paid. And if it's still here, I'll grab it. If it's not, I'm sorry, at least I tried.
Yeah.
What he didn't know was that since it was his birthday around that same time, I already bought it. It was already in my car and everything. So I let it chill in my home all weekend, or all week. Weekend rolls up. I go out to go pick him up. He gets in the car, and I yank it out of the back seat. And I go, "Oh, hey, by the way, happy birthday." And he's like, "Oh, what?" And he got like super excited about it. Well, I found out over time that me and the missus were expecting. So I had to make a very, very difficult, but at the same time worthwhile decision to go back to mainline. But I wasn't going to go back to being the completionist of the mainline. I only went for very specific things.
Right.
Well, I needed a prime. So I started looking around on the aftermarket for, well,
the same Earthrise Optimus.
the same Earthrise Prime. So that same weekend, my buddy Rob came over. He brought it with him. I went to the bathroom. He pulled the stool out, pulled it out of a bag, set it on my shelf, Waited until I got home after dropping him back off. I get one more look because I always I have a tendency to do inventory check. I look around and I see the Earthrise Prime up there, and I'm like, I don't remember that being there. What the? What?
No.
So I call him up and I'm like, hey, you left your Earthrise Prime here, dude. He's like, I know. You didn't. No, no, I did. You're welcome. I'm like,
I think that's how I'm gonna get my coworker's kid onto collecting Transformers now, because I've just been slowly going through my collection and what do I have duplicates of, what do I not need, and I'll text my coworker and her husband hey, your son, he still likes Transformers, right? And they're like, yeah, he loves Transformers. Okay, cool. I have a tote of Transformers I'm going to give to you to give to your son. And they're like, really? Yeah, I don't want anything for it. Just take it. It's taking up shelf space. It's either going to go to you guys or it's going to go to Goodwill. And their son was the happiest kid I've ever heard.
that's awesome.
Because
yeah,
Absolutely.
because it's either gonna go to a Goodwill or it's gonna go to someone's kid.
there are some figures in that I managed to get a hold of that I know for a fact is going to anger some people when I mentioned I got it basically scot-free. Another one, Kingdom Cyclonus.
That one I remember was, at least where I lived at, was pretty easy to find.
86 Hot Rod.
Oh man, I have so I bought the entire first wave of the 86 line in a day. I was shopping for a New Year's party that I was having that night, and I just happened to also have enough money set aside for the first wave of the 86 line, and I was just walking to Target and they just had it all there, and I was like,
I don't think Ace realizes just how much worse it gets.
Wait, hold on. You didn't pay a thing for it, did you?
I didn't pay a thing for the 86 Hot Rod either.
What?
I also didn't pay a thing for the Kingdom Commander Rodimus.
Wait, no, for that?
What?
Whoa. Hold on a minute.
It's okay, so let me explain it. Actually, no, before I explain, there's one more.
Oh, no. What is it?
So, granted, not the whole thing wasn't free, but the main component to it was.
Okay.
It was Commander Motormaster.
I don't really have much.
He already had the drag strip, so he just gave me the Motormaster and the drag strip to at least get the combiner started.
Oh, you're talking about the whole menace. Oh, what?
Wow.
But throughout the week, I completed the combiner.
What?
I'm not I swear I'm not.
Nutty.
I swear I'm not BSing you when I say that either.
Because I don't I'm not one that cares for the Stunicons that much. I at least want a representation of a lot of the important characters. But getting the Motormaster and drag strip for free essentially? Jeez.
So here's how I did it. It had everything to do with the fact that when I was really into MP, Rob every time he came over, initially he was like, I can't. These things are way too big for me. And then finally, I talk him into messing with a few of my figures.
Oh.
It won him over to the point where when he found out I was having a kid, and I was planning on selling my MP collection to get started on mainline. He dug up all his mainline figures, every single one, because like another one that was included in that whole entire lot, Snapdragon.
Dude, yeah, no, Snapdragon was pretty sought after too for a long time.
Another one was the Siege Springer.
Yeah, Siege Springer's pretty good. I've aired out my grievances, but it's really good overall, though.
The 86 Deluxe Perceptor. That's another one that was in the lot.
God, no,
Wow.
that one I had a painful time getting a hold of.
Yeah, there was a lot that he had that he just. Probably the ones that gonna peeve people off the most. The Reflector Group.
The repaint ones or the original ones?
The cartoon colors.
Ooh.
Oh wow.
I
That-
walked away with them for basically free.
Why? I mean, I get why your friend did that, but like,
It was an even trade. I
that-
traded him my entire MP collection for all of what he had mainline.
that makes a lot of sense. That's reasonable because some of the MPs, like MP is kind of a line that like I don't really care for too much. Like I only got into MP for a small bit because of the Beast War stuff they had, and even then I only have Cheetor and Primal.
Fair.
I thought about getting the rest of them, but they were just way too expensive, and then I found out they were releasing the Kingdom line like very shortly after.
So then you sold the MPs for the.
Oh no, I still have the MP Primal and Cheetor.
Oh well.
I was like, I'm not gonna blow the money on the rest of the MPs, and at least I probably could sell the Cheetor and the Primal if I could scrounge up the accessories for them. They're in like a drawer somewhere in my house. But the only reason I didn't sell off the Primal and Cheetor immediately was just because Beast Wars is like my personal favorite franchise of Transformers. So like any rendition of the characters that I can get reasonably, I will have.
Mm.
Like I think I bought a original Beast Wars Silverbolt that was missing one of the missiles. I think I bought that for like $35 or $40. I don't remember. That was also 4 years ago.
Mm.
And, 4 years ago, we didn't know we were getting a Silverbolt. It's only now that we just got the Silverbolt.
Yeah. I still need to get that Silverbolt.
That
He's overrated.
he
That's like okay. To me, the universe. Wow, Josh. The United Silverbolt figure. To me, it's overhyped.
it definitely is, like, it does the job that I want it to, but the only reason why, like, to me, it's not the perfect Silverbolt. There are issues that I take, and some of the ways the newer version improves on the old one, but the only reason why the new one has changed so much from the classic toy is so that it can have a waist swivel. That is the only joint that changed the entire figure's engineering. And I would have been happy if Silverbolt didn't have a waist joint, because it's just the way the old toy worked. Sometimes if the engineering makes sense for it to not have a waist, I'll deal.
Mm.
But then you get Earthrise Starscream, and why don't you have a waist?
So, in your opinion, it's a waste of time?
Okay, one.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
But anyway, wow.
And 2, I will not accept that Earthrise Seeker slander, sir.
I don't like the Earthrise Seekers. I will not apologize for that take. I think the Siege ones are far better.
I've also thrown a lot of slander about the Earthrise Seeker molds. That being said, though, I do think it works for the cone heads.
It only works for the cone heads. I will not apologize. It would not make sense to get the cone heads in the Seeker mold. It only makes sense for the Earthrise mold.
JJ, hold me back.
But
Okay.
I'm still not happy about it.
JJ, hold me back.
All right. Yeah. Gotcha.
So what state do you live in again?
Texas.
That explains the accent.
Oh my! Don't remind. Oh my goodness! You just said Texas. I checked my tracking earlier
No.
today. My tidal wave is stuck
Hours,
in
right?
Texas.
And we finally get my boy TFA.
Yo.
Hey,
Ball weep grog, no weep ninny bone.
I
You
find it funny.
sound
I just brought up
dang.
my tidal wave, and then he just appears. He spawned in.
You summoned him. That's what happened.
Yeah, man.
I just say the words tidal wave. Bing.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much.
DFA has
Spoke
entered
him
the server.
into existence is what happened.
Yep. You mentioned my
Someone
boy
brings
and
up
I hear it.
anything Armada, he spawns in.
You know, it's
Much
funny
like
enough.
how if people just happen to bring up anything Japanese G1.
You know, it's
I
funny enough
wish
you
I
mentioned
had
that,
funded
it's funny you say that. Like,
Deathsaurus.
sorry, it's funny you say like, oh, mention anything Armada and he'll show up. I was literally watching MPX's latest video, which is his Armada Starscream video. So you're not wrong.
Speak his name and he shall appear.
Now we've been slowly actually rewatching the Armada cartoon or Armada anime.
How far are you?
We're on like episode 4 or 5. We're just like slowly watching it.
Okay.
So you're saying we.
I'm watching it with my girlfriend.
Ah, okay.
I also backed the Deathsaurus.
I wish I had backed that Deathsaurus. It looked so nice.
I would show mine, but
Like the Star Saber, I think I just saw it and just didn't want to back that one specifically, but then I saw Deathsaurus come up and then real life stuff happened. So money had to go somewhere else.
Thankfully,
yeah,
I
makes
was able
sense.
to plan in advance for it.
Usually the HasLab backing time is enough for me to figure out like how far out I can plan my finances. Typically, unless it's the HasLab Unicron, in which case that's just
No.
that is like half of my mortgage payment right there. So no.
Yeah, no.
This
I have an opinion on the Unicron, but I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut on that one this time.
That Unicron is awful.
It's overpriced and overhyped.
Like for what they are asking, that Unicron is genuinely terrible.
And then it's even worse in the aftermarket.
Like
I don't think HasLab Unicron is a bad figure. I mean, I'm speaking like a person who doesn't even have Unicron at all, because I've seen because it does look really good in robot mode and planet mode. So I mean, yes, he does have a lot of kibble, but I personally don't care.
I think the problem isn't the amount of kibble or like it being a bad figure. It's it comes down to the asking price is always, at least for me, asking price is definitely a thing to consider when buying something.
Okay, here's the long and short of it. How much did Studio Cell Unicron go for?
Like yeah, $200 or $300. It was like less than half of the price of the
Just
HasLab
about,
Unicron.
yeah.
And that
Yeah,
thing
but
was
smaller.
infinitely better than the HasLab Unicron.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah,
smaller.
even though it was like a couple inches shorter, the kibble was more well managed. It was cheaper and just
It was better proportioned.
Because what Studio Cell Unicron was going for, uh, Studio Cell Unicron is cheaper than than
But
HasLab
also
Unicron.
with Studio Cell doesn't have the access to the resources that Hasbro does, at least at like readily available to them, you know?
At the end of the day,
So the
there's a
so the
whole.
price so the
Sorry.
price of Studio Cell Unicron was what, about $400, about 390 US
It
dollars.
was even cheaper than that, I'm pretty sure.
He was
No,
like
I think it was-
250, I think.
So like the
And then-
main issue is like initially to get into the whole HasLab Unicron thing is it was like $6.99 or something through Hasbro Pulse, and they had to fund it with so many backers, and I did the math, and it was like $4.2 million
Yeah,
bare minimum they wanted for that figure, and they couldn't even reach the goal. So they had to.
I think the
BC?
logic. I think for me, the logic behind this, the pricing between. Go, BC, go for it. Yep.
So it's funny. Acer was actually was kind of going into what I was about to say, because what I'm actually going to say is very controversial, and I know it's going to make a few people very angry. You only got that Unicron out of pity. And the reason why I say that is because its original deadline, it didn't make the backer goal.
I remember they didn't even make that deadline. They had to extend it, and I'm pretty sure a bunch of stores like TF Source and Big Bad Toy Store picked up the slack and then sold the other slots at a higher price point. So
Exactly.
That was the other issue I had with it. It was too expensive because nobody wanted to back it from the Hasbro side. So then finally, other companies had to step in and say, "Hey, we'll pay to back this figure."
Well, you got to extend that deadline.
Yeah, you got to extend the deadline. Hasbro did, and then they bought up those slots so they can sell their pre-orders at a price hike.
And
like,
yeah,
what, $900 for
from that specific standpoint, I'm sorry, I don't care how you feel about it. Unicron failed. Like
that,
you can't genuinely tell me he succeeded when he needed an extension. He failed. Let it go.
I'm all for giving Hasbro slack and credit where credit is due, but the Unicron was one of their biggest failures, and Studio Cell was far superior in every way.
But the only thing I will give Hasbro credit for is technically HasLab Unicron was only their third ever official HasLab, with the only other one being Star Wars, and then one being a Cookie Monster one that has been lost to time because it got absolutely dwarfed so much by the Unicron that it pretty much phased out of existence.
I believe,
so technically speaking, it's actually the second ever HasLab.
Yeah, hold on.
So with that said, TFA wanted to say something.
Yeah, I've actually been trying to chime in a few times, but I kept getting overtalked, which whatever, it's fine. I mainly just wanted to say I'm only here for a few minutes. It's currently almost 12:30 in the morning. As BC mentioned, I sound dead. I have not been asleep in 4 days.
Damn, dude, get you some sleep.
Yeah, go sleep.
I can't. Because, and I hate to be a downer, the TF Daddict, as I call him, has not been doing well. So, first and foremost, this whole time I've been referring to his mental decline as dementia. Apparently that's an umbrella term. He has Alzheimer's.
Oh no. That's not good.
And the only reason I know that is because, according to my biological mother, Misty, my great-granddad, Dawn, same name, also had Alzheimer's.
That's not good.
So it's genetic. So he's not been sleeping well at night. I've had to stay up with him for the last 4 nights. I'm physically, mentally, and emotionally exhausted. And I know I told you, JJ, that like, hey, I can't make it tonight, but he's asleep right now, so I figured I could spare a few minutes, be here, see all of you guys, see everyone in the chat, and just let everyone know, like, hey, I'm around. But my channel's dead again. So again, I hate to be a downer. I want to give you guys the information as to why I will not be appearing as often.
Hey, well, it is nice to hear from you either way.
Yeah, it's good to hear from you. I
Hear
just
from you, TFA. You know.
Also, I just
yeah,
realized
be praying for you, man.
we're here for you, man. We're here for you, man.
But no, do go get some rest though, dude. Don't keep
stress
yourself
yourself.
up. Like
Yeah.
if
Yeah,
you have a
don't-
chance to rest, just take that chance to rest.
I try. It's just
I know.
very, very rare. And just seeing him progress worse and worse is like really hard to watch. So, also, I just realized my logo is still the Pride Month colors. I didn't double check that. But yeah,
It's an auto thing.
Yeah, But I wanted to pop in, say hello to everyone, see how everyone else is doing. I wish I was here earlier, but again, I had to take care of him. So, but I'll try to pop on every now and then. So, JJ, as always, thank you very much for the invite. Acer, Briximus, BC, always good to see you, dudes. Everyone in the chat, I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're doing a heck of a lot better than I am. But I'm gonna dip because again, 12:30, so I have to get some sleep. So
Yeah, get some rest.
Go get some.
You deserve it.
So as always, take care of yourselves, take care of one another, stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. I'll catch you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
See you, TFA.
Okay.
Where do we go from here?
That is a good question.
Good question.
Here's where we go. Did you become the Invisible Iron Man for a second there?
He might have.
Hmm?
How is your Jetfire fix coming along, JJ?
I'm trying to use the glue gun to fix this thing. It's not going well, unfortunately.
It doesn't look like it's going well at all.
JJ, do you want my professional opinion or not?
Jetfire is DOA.
I am not gonna say anything unless he gives me explicit permission to actually flat out say it.
Nah, I don't think. No need, man. No need.
Well, then JJ is far more persistent than I am.
It looks like it's
Cooked.
Looks like it's Let me try to do this. Let me see if I can actually put this in there. There you go. Okay.
So Hasbro really should consider the possibility of getting that re-releasing that one.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Yes, please, so that I can actually replace this figure.
I can't
reissued Grimlock,
afford
so it's not
$250 on a Jetfire.
Or no,
Well-
they reissued both the Grimlock and the Jetwing Optimus.
Wait, 1 second. Aren't we supposed to be getting a Revenge of the Fallen 5-pack?
Maybe.
Oh yeah, that is right.
Yeah, we are getting that one. I think that one's got like Prime, Jolt, and Jetfire.
I believe Ratchet is also one of them.
No, not Ratchet. If memory serves me right, the 3 so far I thought was confirmed, or at least the 2 I thought were confirmed, was the Prime and the Jetfire.
Yeah, those are
I
the only
think
two that were confirmed.
Jolt might be in there too, just because of the scene specific.
Yeah, like the Jolt is a maybe, but like bearing in mind this is supposed to be a 5-pack, not just those.
Maybe we'll get a Sideswipe in there since he was
See, that's what I'm thinking, but everyone else is screaming up and down, dude, this is how we're gonna get Skids and Mudflap.
I'm pretty sure Mark has said that they're not wanting to do the twins, and he blocks anyone that
I got
asks
it.
him about
I
the
think
twins.
I got it. He's not in robot mode. Standing.
Woohoo!
Yeah, now you just gotta make sure you don't touch that thing ever again.
Yep, he's gonna go on the shelf, and there he will stay until the end of time.
Apparently, I have to touch him again because I have to combine him with Brian. So,
But yeah, no, as far as like Skids and Mudflap go, I'm pretty sure the designers they don't want to give us those figures.
Yeah, but it's not stopping the people from genuinely screaming, you need to do it!
Like I'm sure
And-
at some point they will cave, and I know that they're going to have to be careful with the specific like backdrop scene they give to the twins because they are largely hated. Mostly because the twins are racist characters. They were horrid at the time, and they are extremely horrid today. And I remember Tom Kenny recorded those lines and was like, "That's not the final lines, right?"
No, yeah, those are the final lines.
here's my main
Hold
thing.
on, BC.
Hold
He's
on.
got-
Okay, BC, you go first. You go first.
The original intention of the two characters that literally no one paid attention to was the fact that they were supposed to be uneducated hillbillies. People took it the wrong way. Am I saying that they're not racist? No, that's not that is not what I said at all.
It's what they came across as.
It's what they came across.
Like even
But the actual intention was that they were supposed to be uneducated hillbillies.
because I remember there was like Tom Kenny had voiced one of the twins, and he was reading the lines over, and he was like, "Hey, these aren't the final lines, right? Like, I don't like any of this stuff in here." And they were
And
like,
they effectively told him, just do the lines or you're not getting paid.
You
Yeah,
know who
like-
else doesn't like any of the stuff in there?
Whether
Literally
whether they make a studio series Skids and Mudflap or not, it really doesn't even matter because at the end of the day, those characters will just be toys made of plastic. There won't be any characteristic or personalities from them. They're not alive.
I'm going to steal something that Marvelous
But-
said a long time ago that royally got under my skin. It's the principle of it.
Yeah, I think that's probably largely what's preventing them from giving us the twins. Is
Like you honestly, you shouldn't even care if they if Transformers say these things, bro. They've been on Earth for so long. They pick up.
If
these,
we're going to get
Oh.
Skids and Mudflap, I guarantee they're going to be sold as like an exclusive of some kind, like Amazon, because if they're in just go through this mentality. You're a parent going around the store and you find a Transformer that says what 6+, 8+ on the box, but it's
Mhm.
Skids and Mudflap. Because again, even though we're the ones who collect these, you have to also consider every single box all says like, what is it, like 8+ on it? And
right?
Skids and Mudflap are not 8+ characters.
Oh no, they are not.
oh no, there are 18.
No, I remember watching Revenge of the Fallen in theaters. It was some I don't remember this guy though. He was dating my aunt at the time, but he was a big Transformers fan. We left the movie theater, and that he was really upset at the movie as a whole for Revenge of the Fallen.
You know, when I watched Revenge of the Fallen, and then when I saw Skids and Mudflap, and then when they were like talking, and then they fighting against each other, I laughed my butt off.
I just don't like that movie. It's a bad movie.
But there were some good parts about it, though.
It has good moments, don't get me wrong, but like as a whole, Revenge of the Fallen is just a terrible movie.
There is only one scene that is even remotely worth talking about. Because if you were to really think about it from a technical perspective, this scene is expertly shot. And like this is one that I always go back to when it comes to the Revenge of the Fallen movie. I fall back on it entirely because I dare anyone to argue that this is not literally the best scene in this entire movie. The forest fight.
Oh,
Forest
yeah.
fight was really well done. My guess would have been either the forest.
Well
My
done.
guess would have either been the forest fight or the desert fight with Devastator.
Yeah, see, no, I wouldn't like. If I were to pick actually genuine moments where I really liked this movie, I
It would have
don't.
been the
I
forest.
really don't like this movie, like not even a little bit.
The forest fight was really well done.
The forest fight, bar none, is the best scene in that entire movie.
But also,
I like bits and moments more in Revenge of the Fallen than I do Transformers: The Last Night.
so there.
But that being said, Transformers: The Last Night does not have skids and mudflap.
So there is a massive continuity error that I noticed when rewatching Revenge of the Fallen. Was whenever they go to find Jetfire, they start off, they're in Washington, D.C., at the Air and Space Museum in Washington, D.C. Why, 10 minutes later, do they end up at the Boneyard at Davis-Monthan Air Force Base, Arizona?
Huh?
I know that because that's the base I was stationed at for 4 years.
So after Jetfire literally exited the museum, it totally changed scenery.
Yeah, like they changed from what, like I've been to both the Air and Space Museum in DC and I was stationed at Davis-Monthan Air Force Base for 4 years.
Do you want to know the actual answer?
I'm scared to know.
Because they're banking on people being stupid and not paying attention. I literally never would have put that together if you never would have said it.
Like
I legit believed he just walked his butt. I caught it. Don't get mad. He literally walked his butt through that door, and they made it look like he just walked out into a field full of planes. They were in a museum full of planes, so my brain went, okay, that's just part of the set. Only you would know the difference.
Yeah, like I only noticed that detail because I only rewatched Revenge of the Fallen like whenever I was in, and I was just like, I had a lot more free time after my schooling, and I was like, let's watch this movie. And I'm sitting there watching it, and I'm like, wait, why does that field look familiar? Like the planes are different, but the field itself looks familiar. And hold on a minute, that is like 3 miles from my dorm room.
But you were in Seattle, not even ago.
Deja vu.
Like I said, that is a bad movie, and one of the reasons is like a massive continuity error. How they wind up from DC to Arizona, I don't know, because DC is a lot greener than just a field. Especially if you go to the Air and Space Museum in DC.
They probably just followed Jetfire into a ground bridge portal. That's it. That's all the explanation.
JJ, look, bud, I know that you tend to have real great ideas. That was stupid.
That cannot be a good idea. They did not do a good, like, if that was supposed to be like a ground bridge or space bridge scene, but even then, they only ever did that with Jetfire one time. And Jetfire had to warn them that, hey, we're going to teleport. Y'all stand still or you're going to die. That's why it doesn't make any sense why they go from DC to Arizona in like 5 seconds.
And then from Arizona to Egypt.
Well, they teleport from Arizona.
They teleported from like a space bridge thing, so.
They teleport from there, so like that you can forgive, but like going from the East Coast all the way to the other side of the country, it's like, come on. Somebody had to have noticed that whenever they were watching that in the theaters.
Again, I'm gonna say it. Not a single soul here would have ever thought about it if you didn't bring it up.
I'm sorry, that is the one detail that bothers me in that movie.
Oh no, I'll let it bother you because it'd bother me too. But at the same time, my guy, you're literally the only one in this
Because-
room that caught it.
If you pay attention, it's all nice and green when they're walking up the stairs into the Air and Space Museum in DC, right? And then they walk out into the desert field. Like that
Okay.
doesn't make any sense.
Do you want the dumbed down answer?
I don't want any answer. It's still a bad movie.
No. You're gonna like this. You're gonna like this. Because Michael Bay.
Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense.
Money.
Michael Bay is like, it's a movie for teenage boys. Who cares? Like, no, someone's gonna care.
Yeah, someone's going. Like, obviously, people cared. Obviously, people cared. He would literally ignore the complaints of actual parents because he was looking at it like, yeah, because the movie wasn't made for your kid. Dude, it's transforming robots beating the other living crap out of each other. That screams kid movie.
Like the guy who I watched it with, he was a diehard Transformers fan, and I think he was around, like maybe a little bit older than. I think he might have been like mid-30s at the time. I want to say that's my guess. I don't know how old the guy was,
Transformers.
but like.
Meets the eye.
But we were leaving that movie, and he was just complaining about like all of like the things they got wrong with the characters, the innuendos, and it was just a bad movie.
And see, at the time, we as the people who just genuinely liked flicks like this, just because it
Okay.
it was fun stuff.
Okay. Stop everything. So this is found on TF Wiki, by the way. Geographic discontinuity. Okay, I'm gonna read this whole chunk here. When the cast goes after Jetfire, they presumably travel to Washington, D.C., where the Smithsonian National Air and Space Museum is located. But in reality, they arrive at the Stephen F. Udvar-Hazy Center, an annex of the Air and Space Museum in Virginia, situated a good 23 miles away from its main Washington location. This alone might not seem like much, but the geography of the scene keeps on getting more bizarre. When Jetfire leaves the exhibition center, he exits to the desert location of the 309th Aerospace Maintenance and Regeneration Group, aka the Boneyard, which is in Tucson, Arizona. When
Tucson. Yeah, so they had 3 locations they shot at.
When Jetfire,
Hey, you only caught one, Josh.
Yeah, I'm not finished yet. When Jetfire breaks out of the building, we can see a composited image of the Boneyard's rows of planes. So it's arguable that in this universe, the center of Washington, D.C. happens to be a desert full of old planes and no buildings, and you get the point. Michael Bay actually admits this to be a deliberate choice in his audio commentary for the movie and suggests that most people in Taiwan will probably never notice the error.
So he was just like, yeah, people outside the States aren't going to know, as if the large majority of the audience isn't in the United States.
For the record, I was joking about the Michael Bay part.
Interestingly,
Michael Bay deliberately made that choice.
Okay, and then it says, interestingly, Dulles International Airport is located next to and, in fact, directly connected to the Stephen F. Udvar-Hazy Center by a taxiway, going to the very same hangar door the Jetfire destroys. But nonetheless, the exterior scenario is evidently very different from what the film depicts, being mostly surrounded by woodland instead.
Oh, okay, so what I'm hearing is Michael Bay he deliberately, and like, I know I only caught 2 of the wrong things, but I have also only ever been to the Air and Space Museum and to the Boneyard. But also, 2 very distinguishable locations.
Okay.
All because people outside the States ain't gonna know.
You're inside joking my brain at the moment.
Like, Michael Bay deliberately made that choice. Like, knowing that, yeah, there are going to be people who notice this, who even at the time probably noticed that was a horrible choice to make, but he still did it for some reason.
Another geographical discontinuity within Revenge of the Fallen here. If you know about the final fight between Optimus, Megatron, Starscream, and the Fallen, it says here, Optimus, Megatron, Starscream, and the Fallen take their fight from the pyramids of Giza to the Temple of Luxor, which are more than 300 miles away.
All four of them fly.
Can we just not, please? Like, I can literally see the smoke coming out of Acer's head. All right, can we move on?
Actually, I'm going to defend that one just for this, because do you guys know how fast an F-35 Raptor goes?
They go really fast.
And Starscream transforms into one of those. And Optimus had literally he had a blackbird strapped to his back, and Megatron is a Cybertronian jet, and the Fallen has teleportation powers.
See, that one I can give them. Like that is fine, but then he also immediately goes back to the pyramids.
Wait, so Starscream is not an F-22?
He's an F-22. I don't know.
Oh, sorry. What did I say?
You said F-35.
Oh, F-35. Sorry, I meant F-22. I said F-35. Sorry.
I can give you the whole. They take the fight all the way to the tombs over there, way past Egypt, like 300 miles or however far away. But then the time it would take him to get back, because I'm sure that him using Jetfire's old and decrepit parts, they ain't gonna be supercharged forever.
Well, yeah, he ends up getting back there, and then he shrugs them off.
That is terrible still. That is awful movie writing. I didn't need more reason to hate Revenge of the Fallen.
Well,
I'm just saying that one I can at least give credit for, because all of them are vehicles or adjacent vehicles that are capable of going over really long distances really quick.
Me personally, I really enjoyed Revenge of the Fallen, just how ridiculous it is.
It's because you're really ridiculous, JJ.
Now, if I go into a movie,
I love the movie because of how ridiculous it is and how ridiculous the jokes are. So,
like, if I go into a movie and I know it's going to be ridiculous, like
because here's the thing, that movie literally created one of the best Transformers jokes ever. Enemy scrotum.
JJ is getting a kick out of this.
Well, guess what, JJ? You're gonna have to try a lot harder than that to get to me.
It's always the testicle jokes.
Man, JJ's really got the balls for this right now.
Get out of here. The door is right there. Oh.
Anyway.
JJ, permission to terminate?
Yes. And he just muted himself. Wow. Okay. Fantastic.
So anyway, you were saying, JJ?
And as I was saying, so it's been 3 hours, 37 minutes since we were live.
New record.
So I think it's a good time as any to wrap this up real quick. So I hope the people in the chat enjoyed us rambling on about Revenge of the Fallen, and we were like coming up with reasons on how to hate Revenge of the Fallen.
I have more reasons.
Just reading off from TF Wiki and then just speaking in a Southern accent. I hope people found it funny, and I hope people laughed their butt off during that section because, yeah. And of course, newsflash, my Jetfire has been fixed. Hooray. So I hope I don't touch him as much anymore.
Just put him on the shelf and forget he exists.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. So And as always, if you're new to the channel, be sure to click that subscribe button. It's red and juicy. And click that bell notification icon down below as well so that you never miss any of my new videos in the future. And yeah, hey, 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 why am I poked? Why am I poking? Who's poking me?
You know, if we're supposed to be partners, shouldn't I be up there? Thank you.
Now he's away from me, thank goodness.
Oh, hold on, Breximus. I ain't done with you.
Ooh, there we go.
Don't do that again. Don't touch me.
How is it that I've managed to corrupt Acer?
And this quickly, too.
Maybe we're just thinking on the same wavelength this entire time.
Okay, so let's pencil him in this Friday for Scrapyard real quick.
I
Anyway,
don't think I have anything planned for Friday, anyways.
So yes, we're gonna wrap this up real quickly. So thank you guys so much for watching and laughing with us, hanging out with us, and it's been fun chatting with y'all. Even though it's a lot of jokes here and there, but it's all jokes. Promise you. But anyway,
You promise, JJ? Because it doesn't seem like jokes from my end.
Shut up.
No, you clearly have not been paying attention this whole time. I am not capable of shutting up.
but anyway.
Just a drill.
Oh! I felt that one.
But anyway, so of course, update for the channel. More reviews will be coming on the way. I'll get the reviews for Sunstreaker and Shockwave out of the way. Need to review those as soon as possible, and of course, when I review Shockwave, I'm gonna do the whole BC trademark when I say the word spicy. So. Because he does.
Inside joke for those who are unaware.
I thought you were going to say the famous line from Shockwave. Female.
And also, I didn't even think to squint my eyes at something because I'm looking at Acer's closet here, and literally I see a Spider-Man outfit.
We don't talk about what is in my closet.
Especially when he has to go in and get it out.
It's just a Spider-Man onesie. I've had that thing for years.
Dude, I have a Deadpool onesie. Get on my level.
That's what they all say, and then it turns out you're actually
what happened
the
to
real Spider-Man.
Imagine you just wear that Spider-Man onesie to sleep, and then the black symbiote just comes in and possesses you.
I would be horrified.
Does this mean that we're finally going to have pictures of Spider-Man? Let's let him end the show, please.
So thank you guys so much for watching. And of course, make sure to subscribe to these people's. I'm not sure if Acer is that active on YouTube anymore, but I digress. Subscribe to him anyway. So
Occasionally, I need to stream more.
And then Briximus Prime, subscribe to him for his reviews as well. His reviews are doing a great job. And
I don't know if my jokes are very convincing, but hey.
Subscribe to BC because BC is my partner. And we are business partners in the YouTube business, and so of course.
And we're on Scrapyard. Don't forget that.
And of course, Briximus and I are members of the Scrapyard. From BC's channel, and of course, I'm basically the second in command of no. Well, the co-host of his channel because I deal with the editing side and I deal with the uploading side as well, and of course, I get paid to do it. So
yep.
Yeah. Yep, I get paid to do it. The first payment, not sure when it's gonna come in, but it'll come in soon. But
You'll
yes.
get your first payment. I promise you that.
Yeah, it'll. I think probably this week because I remember you saying that Thursday you're getting your check in.
We will not reveal how much he's getting paid. All we will say is he will be getting paid very well through me, depending on how much work he puts in a month.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Depends on how much whether the reviews, whether BC reviews will be like twice a week or once a week or thrice a week. But of course, Commander Week will not make its return to the BC channel, unfortunately,
Because that's going to be expansive.
yeah, that's gonna be expensive. Like 7 days a week for Commander Week. No.
He like guaranteed he probably end up getting like $500 out of me, and I'd be sitting like, listen.
we could talk about this.
Wait, bro, hold on a minute now.
Listen.
Now, hold on, JJ, buddy. I have your $500. You got to give me a chance to.
Anyways,
Anyway, so yes, to help him finish this part up, he and I are on a business level venture. He is the one that is doing the video editing for my video reviews. Howsoever, those aren't the only videos I do. While none of these have gotten anywhere else yet, I do plan to do a gaming series, a series where I talk about movies, TV shows, and books and novels.
I bet Dreamer Girl would like that.
The fact that I already brought up the fact that I want to read a book has her ecstatic.
Yep.
And it, speaking of what those guys mentioned, I am indeed the host of Scrapyard. We go live every Friday night. The only reason why we weren't live just this past weekend was because I took a little bit of a personal trip to go see family friends of mine. So that's the only reason why we weren't live that Friday. We will be back, and I'm just going to take this as a moment to fully reveal the next scrap battle has been decided. It is going to be Pokemon versus Digimon.
Oh, let's get it.
So
I'm very excited for
that is
I can hear the comments already.
That is not my only announcement. My next toy review, which is super funny that I joined the stream, is actually on it. Funny enough, SS86 Bumblebee.
Yeah.
I will be recording the clips for that very soon. And as soon as they get into his hands, he will make the magic happen. There were a few other things I wanted to bring up. Oh, here is the other one. So, Scrapyard, as you all know, the community that was born from Scrapyard, we all are very much proud of what's happened with it, because Scrapyard was literally just meant to be a fun little thing I do on the weekends. It was never meant to really go anywhere, be different, or anything like that. And it's opened a lot of doors for me. And it kind of helped me to realize I have more potential than I ever thought I did. So, with that said, while there's nothing official yet, I will reveal at least this much. There's a reason why he through my own request, added in a Scrapyard Productions video review. Safe to say, BC has plans for the future.
Yep.
Stay tuned.
Yep.
And that's it.
So y'all better subscribe to BC because he just hit 460 subs, 40 away from 500 people. So get him up there.
Better yet. I challenge y'all. Give me to 1,000 by the end of the. Give me to 1,000 by the end of the week. I don't think y'all can do it. I really don't think y'all can do it. But I'll tell you what. If you get me to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the week, I'll do a theme week. Yeah, I'll give this boy a chance to earn some money. But yeah, give me to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the week. By the end of the week, and that's when I'll do it. And that's me. Like, I'm saying it live on here. So if I try to weasel out of it, which I won't, but if I were to try, y'all could pull this up and be like, BC, you said you said you would. You said you would. Hold me to it. Hold me to it. So yeah, that's it.
How about by the end of the year? Because I don't think we can hit 1,000 by the end of the week.
Yeah, if it's by the end of the week, that is a lot.
Or maybe end of the month, maybe. I don't know.
Man of little faith.
Just saying, in a week to like more than double your growth, that is
But anyways,
a lot.
thank you guys so much for watching. I have been the JJ Prime Reviews.
I've been BC saying stay in there to get your geek on.
Briximus.
Oh, sorry.
Are you-
I've been Briximus Prime, the guy with the terrible jokes.
Hello.
What are you doing, man? I've been Easter.
And we'll catch you guys next time. Bye.
All
all
our
one.
war.